Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa! NBA Finals.
It's here.
Yes. Ooh, smoke.
It's here.
Smoking.
What the hell?
It's the old. Coming down to the old.
O block, Gil.
Oh.
OKC block. All right.
Okay, see.
For now, we'll see.
Huh?
The series will dictate your fandom.
Oh, yeah, it'll dictate my wardrobe. You know what I mean?
The ebbs and flows.
Yeah,
But this is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa. As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas here with us. Next to Gil, we have NBA champion of the world, Swaggy P, Nick Young, back in the building.
The Black Caruso. Call me the Black Caruso.
The Black Caruso.
Yeah.
Hey,
Also just Caruso.
why you throw up a different number every time?
That's because, I won not many times. That's why. I don't like doing the Jordan,
You did it though. You just did 8.
I'm Black Caruso today, so about to be 2 championships, right? He won Lakers, that's it, right?
Yes.
Black Caruso.
Also known as Charisma in the arena. Shout out Mr. B. Not here today with us, but here in spirit. On this side of the couch, we have the distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff, former #1 pick, Kenyon Martin, is in the arena.
What happened, Mike? What's the word?
And rocking the luxurious curl, the man they call Money Making Sonny, NCAA champion of the world, Rashad McCants. Back in the
I'm broke, baby.
Don't be mad.
The Caitlin Clark
Don't be
official.
mad. Don't be mad.
That's game worn.
Maybe.
I mean, they said she's been lifting.
Maybe.
Said she's been buffing up. She's
You know
been
what I'm
lifting.
saying? One of us been doing something.
And for all the fans out there, we still got 2 viewing options for you, our traditional version, mobile vertical version. Pick whichever one you want to watch. Just make sure you support the show. Here's what's cracking in the arena today. The NBA Finals tip off tonight in a battle of small market juggernauts. We break down what the Thunder and Pacers need to do if they want to take home the Larry O'Brien Trophy. This might be the best finals ever, ladies and gentlemen. It's for real basketball fans, all-timer we got coming
All time.
tonight. It starts tonight. Giannis' days with the Bucks might be numbered, but should he take the big deals with advice and stay in Milwaukee? Shaq has some thoughts. We will see if Giannis listens or not. And Adam Silver confirmed the USA versus the world format for the All-Star game next season. Look at him, he's clapping, he's excited about it. Will Silver's idea strike gold or get trolled? Before we get into all that, as always, if you want to get your bread right, download the Underdog app, use promo code GIL, you get up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a special pick'em. Like I mentioned, game 1 of the NBA Finals tonight. And to celebrate that momentous occasion, Sonny has some picks up in his partner pack on the Underdog app. Let us take a look if we can, please, Paolo. SGA, lower 33.5 points. Y'all been down on SGA getting buckets in game 1, his first NBA Final.
That's a lot of damn points, man. You got to go 34, man. That's a lot, man.
Underdog
Game
knows
1.
something, Kenyon. I'm just telling you. I feel the same way. And then I click lower, and then he dropped
Well,
37.
Nick picked the higher, so if he could be right.
You got Eastern Conference Finals MVP Larry Bird, trophy winner Pascal Siakam, higher 19.5 points. Chet Holmgren,
Into assists.
lover of Jamaican food, higher 16.5 points.
Open.
Alex Caruso, the white one, because we have the black one here on this couch, lower 8.5 points. And Obi Toppin, lower 1.5 assists. I like that one. Yeah,
That's a good one, boy.
Well, he just go in there and shoot that.
That brother don't. Him and Ben, boy.
Ben is in there to win. That's it.
Get his man.
If you roll with Shop's partner pack, you can win more than
Caruso not gonna
13
play
times
that
your
much.
bread on the Underdog app.
Caruso not gonna play that much
He might.
because they need them shooters they got.
The young Uter. So, hold on. We asked the chat if they're riding or
I'm
fading.
getting 6, though.
It is a 50-50 split right now. Let's see if we can bump there. 51% are riding
Take
with
it.
your picks for tonight. If you like those picks, go ahead and roll with them on the Underdog app. If you don't have Underdog, download the app, use promo code GIL, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a special pick 'em. And if you can't watch the show live, it's on YouTube. Audio version available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. So, Gil, we got to address something that went down earlier this week. So yesterday, you were trending on the internet for a controversial take you had on Karl Anthony Towns on Monday's show. So as a reminder for everybody who may not have seen it, here's what Gil said.
Listen, can you just put Cat up there so we can just be educated
After all
on Cat himself? It's him. It's his physical makeup. Long legs, short torso, big ass feet. There's nothing he can do. He's built like a whole fucking bitch. He's built like a female. Like
Fuck that. Fuck that.
Am I saying something wrong? Look, he's built like a girl. He has girl hips. He's like a full WNBA player.
Nothing wrong with As a reminder, the views expressed on this show are not those of Underdog or any of our other employers or advertisers, are solely those of Gilbert Arenas. Gil, can you clarify what you meant about Karl Anthony
What
Towns?
you gotta say about that?
After all that,
Come on.
I mean, it seems pretty clear.
clarified. It is clarified.
We was talking about, him not being able to play defense. They was frustrated with him, and I'm saying, well, if you think about his makeup as a basketball player, is actually the opposite of how a basketball male should be, right? Where you got him, small torso, long legs, right?
But the big feet part, what girl got a
Big feet, right? That's just adds to it, right? He got Mary J. Blige, hips to the knees, right? So they cave in. That becomes from injuries, right? So what I'm saying is correct. You probably didn't like the way I said it.
Hold on.
Mary J. Blige.
Did he say Mary J?
Mary J. got the
Hip.
To the knee. My
This
Lord
ratio to here.
have
Yeah.
Mercy.
Never
Keep going.
did.
Go
So
ahead.
I'm just saying. So like when I was saying WNBA, like if you do the history of women basketball, they have ACL tears because their hip to knee ratio, right? It's wide and boom. So that's why they have ACL tears, right? And when you look at the makeup, if anybody has, and you look up a model, when you're looking for the ideal model, woman model,
Nope.
it would be exactly what I said. Small torso, long leg. Unfortunately, I spotted it. And that's why I said, well, physically, maybe he just can't keep up because of the structure of his body. He's a good player, but just, give him, relax on the defense. He just can't move the way he would like to move.
So you were saying that in support of Cat.
I was supporting him.
Based on his structural integrity.
Yes.
Okay.
You see how that works? Like, they relax. It ain't him. It's not like he's not giving no effort. It's just, structurally he's not built the way. You got 45 feet, man. You ain't moving left or right like that, or front to back. And then we're the,
Run back side to side.
and it's a, it was. And then he's gained weight. He's gained weight a little bit. So
I'm gonna go home if you stop. If you keep
no. I'm just saying. But this is.
gonna get up and leave
I'm
this
just saying. It's not like I just threw this shit out there. I literally was watching.
The fact that you say they got 45.
45 feet.
Man, it's
That
just
motherfucker
big.
wear
Like, don't they look?
22s, man.
Yeah, because his legs.
Motherfucker.
His legs is little. That's why the shoes
eagles,
really look big on
little
him.
eagles and shit.
Oh, no, they are big.
Right? Like if you look at
big,
anybody
they
who
are.
else has 20s, it only looks big on him because his legs is little, right? And then he's a little older, so he got the heavy top. So he's top heavy.
You got a muffin top?
Yeah, you got the muffin top, right? Little wisdom tooth thing going on. So this is just a lot of things going on with him. Little wisdom tooth, you know what I mean?
A little wisdom tooth. He
so
hit
it-
him with 3.
So I'm saying,
The Mary J. Blige.
No,
Hips to knee.
So what I'm
Let me
saying-
stop.
so
Let
I'm
me
just-
stop egging this boy on, man.
They gonna run so many videos.
Let me stop.
Mary J.
You have to-
Blige.
So I'm just,
Oh,
so I'm just saying.
Doing the motherfucking two-step with the hip to knee.
Listen, so you don't need to
That's
really
the
kill him.
dance.
So
That's
don't
the
kill him
dance.
now, because it's the structure.
Yeah, you are.
Oh shit, that's
Call
what
him
it's
a
called.
bot.
The hip
They
to
got a
knee. That's the 1990.
Mary J.
Yeah,
That's
I'm going.
I didn't want to listen. I didn't want to be all fucked up and like, am I off here? And then I typed in, is Karl Anthony appropriate? Is he appropriate
Stop.
to a man or a woman? It said, he's 7 foot tall with very long legs and a narrow frame compared to other bigs like Embiid or
You with
Shaq.
the ChatGPT?
Yeah. He does have a high waistline, which makes his torso appear small on the court. That mixed with his upright vertical posture gives him a Can somebody come take this mic off,
Yeah,
man?
please.
So listen, that probably what gives off the oddly proportion of model walk energy.
Gil, I don't know why you're bringing
Read it.
it
I
into
just
this.
like, am I just making it up?
This according to ChatGPT.
I'm trying to tell you.
Secret models. That's what ChatGPT say. He the catwalk.
And please don't read the, the petty style translation of
Okay,
that.
and then on the WNBA side, it was more of this.
So
As a basketball player, when you're a coordinated basketball player, right? When we get the ball, we pivot on our leg, and this is our free leg, so this is where our power comes from when we're pushing off. For some reason, women's basketball, from even a small age, it's opposite. They stand on their right leg to go like this. He does the same thing. So I was like, oh, you play like a... That's where that comes in. I think we got video of it, just in case so people can see it. Right, look.
Gil, do you think or you
Right, look. No, that's normal.
That
Here you go, you see that?
The hell he
And
kicked
then
off his right foot.
Yeah, that's what I said. that's the WNBA. That's the, like women's basketball tips.
Yeah.
We had to go.
I know there's more. I don't know if they put it up there.
We had to go all the way to Asia for those video clips.
Right, look at that.
will-
Just like he traveled. What's so funny is you can call it travel on him every time. Like I even called to see if he was right. Right? Look, just awkward.
I can't wait.
That's why he looks awkward, because he's on the wrong leg.
No town's gonna whoop your ass, right?
Huh?
I would like to see that.
That's
I'm just saying.
Hey, regardless
That's
of all
I'm just doing the research. Look, it's just awkward.
that boy right there got block work.
They thought Michael Jackson couldn't fight neither.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just going off of research. It's unorthodox. Like I was trying to figure out if he's actually left-handed that just shoots right.
That would make sense.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That would make sense because he plays like that's why he loves driving left. I was like, shit, maybe he's just actually left-handed that just plays basketball right. But I'm not the only one that noticed that I think we got if you need the cleaner version, can you play Winnie, please?
Damn.
Brian? Oh, you don't have it? Oh, okay. I was playing
They fucking
Brian.
up in the back.
We were Brian Windhorse, I believe.
Windhorse, he actually pointed it out too, that the reason his game is so awkward because
He just
long legs, short torso. But he said two players are like that. He said him and Tyrese is both built the same.
Who?
Tyrese Halliburton. I can't see it on him, but I spotted that on Cat quick.
He do play a little
Yo, as the chat point out, this is likely a mandatory fade between you and
Yeah,
Kat.
for sure.
You have ventured in the beef stew reign.
Why is he fading with me?
I'm just telling you what's going to happen.
Like the Dominican said I couldn't come to Dykeman.
I hope you ready.
You're not allowed to die.
And I don't even know, like, sometimes you gotta be careful on what you say because, you know what I mean? I didn't know where it was coming from. And you throw out Dykeman, and I'm like,
It's a
gotta
Cuban
choose your
Dominican
words
beef
carefully.
now. It's the Cuban.
you gotta choose your word carefully. That just doesn't, them two words separate makes for a funny argument. It just makes for a
It
funny
does not.
conversation.
Well, y'all, Gil don't go out, y'all, so Gil could never.
Like, I'm like,
go to
Dyke, man, that's hilarious. And I'm like,
Dykeman,
why
one word,
can I
Gil.
go there?
Dykeman.
Here's the thing. They try to send the message through me to reach to him.
Oh.
And what was that message? Huh?
Whatever message they want to get out, when they see me, they say, hey,
Tell Gil.
What?
Yeah.
Ain't
That
that
happened
just
to me.
glad it ain't been no shots or nothing yet. No throwing no tomatoes and nothing
What?
like that. But yeah, they waiting to, hey man,
We have a Dominican
Dominican, like,
Cuban.
y'all had a whole bunch of Spanish people in my chat. I didn't know what was going on.
No
'Cause,
black.
I guess because, it's all in Spanish, so I was like, I don't know what the fuck to talk about. So I didn't know the Dominicans was
Yo,
happening.
please don't make it so that I can't go back to my
No, what I'm saying is I didn't know the Dominicans. I'm like, what did I do to y'all?
Dominican?
Steve?
Cat is Dominican.
I know he's Dominican, but I didn't say nothing about Dominican. I'm like, well, I thought the people who should be mad is men with short torsos and long legs. That's
Gil, Dominican people take their structural integrity very seriously.
cool.
Okay, but I'm
But
saying, it's a
you
point
you
of
should only be
contention.
mad if you are small waist or high waist, long legs.
Yeah, his daddy gonna have a problem with
The
it.
Africans last time tried to fuck.
His daddy gonna feel some type of way.
You're not only not good in several cities across America, but also countries, entire continents.
I was trying to give him an out on why his defense was lacking this year, so the rest of the team don't have to be frustrated.
Well, we will see.
Wait, how come I say that y'all mad? But when they call him, what's the name that they give him?
The big bodega.
No.
Oh.
When they see him walk around.
Joanna?
No. Right, they call him what? What was it? Zesty Carl. That's fine. Wow, that's
his
fine.
voice, his voice.
But that's fine. So that's okay. Y'all can go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's funny. That's funny.
Everybody done called him Zesty. That's fine.
You can't call a man a big old bitch.
But I said he looked like a model from the back. Something wrong with me. Model with big feet. I got a problem.
No, you said that about George Niang already, so you already said that.
He was a baby mama body. That's different. That's two different people. That was different, man. You know what I mean? That's baby mama body.
I just want to know this.
Oh, he definitely got a bad body.
I just want to know this.
Definitely got a bad body.
I'm just saying, when you
Definitely got a bad body.
When you drunk watching the game and you
George
see
Niang,
Oh yeah,
he
for sure.
definitely built like somebody's auntie.
yeah, they call me suspect. I was like, I'm drinking, motherfucker, run across, and I look, oh, who that? Oh, shit, this is co-ed.
Oh, big ass, damn.
Gil, you know Gil's Arena is bigger than just yourself. We have to live here as well.
I gotta
We
say
actually
nothing.
we go out into society.
I didn't say nothing wrong.
Yes, you did.
I didn't say he was the B
You don't
word.
talk
I'm not
about
saying
my-
like him as a person.
You don't talk about my
is
team.
the B, not.
But you said
person.
not a half or a sum of a B, but a whole B word.
A whole,
Yeah, but not
whole
in the form
fucking
like
bitch.
Him as
still
a
getting
man.
Order. He
I'm
didn't
still-
even get
Not him as a
three-quarter.
man, just
He said skip
Just-
whole shit.
What?
the features.
Fuck the assessment.
What?
This boy's crazy.
Y'all pointed out the past.
It's some workout.
I do get to I didn't do none of that.
Gil, you just did it.
Hey, I didn't do none of that. Right, so all of that. So all y'all memes, when he made that no look, hi, that was fine. Yeah, y'all get away with that.
That's who he is.
Soon as I do some shit,
That just seems.
I need to apologize.
Yeah, apologize to the sounds.
I apologize that you didn't get all your father's attributes, but just size the height. You know, sometimes we just make
But
more
what
parents.
work walking around with 20 size feet?
That's what he got from his daddy.
I'm not going there. Nope. Not on duty.
He's been through too much.
So do we have that Windhurst clip ready? All right, let's.
You got it?
Describe Cat as someone who's just getting into basketball.
He's an awkward guy. Actually, Cat and Halliburton have the same feature. They have a very high waist. This is what scouts will talk about. Towns is going to look a little awkward because he has very long legs relative to your average NBA player. Because, he falls awkwardly. He does things awkwardly. So you see a guy who plays that way, and then he has sort of unusual mannerisms for an NBA player. The way he talks and the way he makes his, his facial expressions. You put all that together and you have a guy who's just a little bit awkward, but he's super duper crazy talented. And here's the other thing. The guy just absolutely puts up statistics. You don't fall backwards into the All-NBA team, okay? That's how I would describe him. I don't know if you agree or not.
Super duper talented.
Okay, so we're going to replace my word to describe him, and then we're going to use
Awkward.
Brian's. Awkward. It's very awkward.
Unorthodox, perhaps.
Unorthodox.
No.
Yeah, I've always said this game is disgusting. But he get it done though.
Yeah,
right?
no,
So that was always been my to watch him play, you like, ooh. But you look at the stat sheet, it's like, all right. And when he shoot from three, this year, all right.
You
don't fall backwards to all NBA teams.
No, it's not. It has nothing to do with
can't do that to
No,
talent.
I'm saying it has nothing to do with his
Man.
talent. I mean,
Yeah.
fucking nigga's nice. I'm just saying that.
hell of a basketball player.
Don't worry about the defense.
Come
Leave him
on,
alone on the
man.
defense.
I think
He
so.
is
The moral of the
nice.
story, beyond everything you said, is just leave him alone about
The
the
defense, yeah.
That's all that matters. That's what we should clip that part, please.
Clip that part.
But let's keep
I'm
this thing
defending.
moving.
I'm defending his defense. You know.
Defending has to be.
Women get. And they get mad, they get strong.
I mean, you know them hood girls, man.
They get strong. That's
Them hood girls, yeah, they real big at the top.
grab your ass, you're gonna be shot.
And moving onward,
They all structurally like this, you know what I mean? You know, they try to run.
So let's get to something that Commissioner Adam Silver said yesterday. Been some chatter about tinkering with the All-Star Game format for next season. We discussed this a bit last week when Giannis tweeted about it. During an interview with the Breakfast Ball crew on FS1, the commission provided some insight on the potential new format for the 2026 All-Star Game, which will be right here in Los Angeles.
Yes. So next year, as part of our new media deals, the All-Star Game returns to NBC. And it's so
I agree.
next season will be smack in the middle of the Winter Olympics. So in fact, the game will be on NBC, and the very day
Let's run it back from the top if we can. We're running back from the top.
Yes.
It's NBA Finals Day. We are preoccupied getting ready for this.
Returns to NBC, where it was when we were younger. Yes. So next year, as part of our new media deals, the All-Star Game returns to NBC, where it was when we were younger. And it so happens that next season will be smack in the middle of the Winter Olympics. So in fact, the game will be on NBC, and the very day we're on, the lead-in will be Winter Olympic events, and then coming out of the All-Star Game, which is now going to be in the afternoon instead of the evening, there'll be more Olympic events. So what better time to feature some form of USA against the world? I'm not exactly sure what the format will be yet. I mean, obviously paid a lot of attention to what the NHL did with the...
Which was a huge success.
Which was a huge success.
The Frozen Four. That was awesome.
It was great.
But also, going back, last summer, our Olympic competition was a huge success. I mean, those games, USA, Serbia, USA,
I love
France.
watching it.
And by the way, to your point about the European style, I mean, a more physical style of basketball, a 40-minute game, which
is why we
reference
didn't
again.
you love the 40-minute game.
I just said it happened to be a 40-minute game in the Olympics, but yeah, we're not changing it. But it was, but I think that's another example.
So there you have it for the commissioner himself. Is a USA versus the world format the right call for the All-Star Game, Sonny? I'll ask you first. I know what Gil's going to say.
Okay. I think we've predicted this. I remember saying, let's push this narrative because see it happen before the next Olympics. And here we are. 2026, world versus USA. Exactly how we want it to be panned out, exactly how we want to see it. So just Shaq doing Shaq shit as usual.
Should be out of us.
Shaq strikes again. Kenyon, what do you think about Silver saying USA versus the world format, NBC? Another part, too, that the game will air in the afternoon.
I just think it's another gimmick. So, like I said the other day, we talked about it today. It's just another gimmick, in my opinion. So, I'm not with it. Whatever they're going to do is they're going to do. So, like this past one, I did not watch. And therefore, next February, I will have something else to do on that Sunday.
Celebrate Black History Month.
So,
I don't know. I kind of like it.
Swaggy, you like the USA versus the world format for the All-Star Game?
I like it and I don't like it. I feel like for All-Star Weekend, it's going to make them work too hard for All-Star Weekend. Because they're going to want to win. They're going to want to play. Nobody's going to want to lose, I feel like. But I feel like right now, the world might whoop our ass next to the All-Star Game. I'm just gonna keep it real. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that ass.
Obviously, the international team
Giannis
very
and all
top
them
heavy.
motherfuckers, Joker, Giannis. Oh my God.
Turning it up for real for one day. One night only.
Players are hurt right now. Yeah.
One night only. For one night only. Watch us turn up on the USA.
Our players are hurt and old.
One ticket?
Our players
You know
are
how
hurt
much
and
that
old.
ticket gonna cost to the All-Star Game? They promote that.
We will be there in a suite, courtesy of Underdog. Woo woo. Not a really.
Them
Luka,
first five, that first five.
Luka, Giannis, Joker. Oh my God.
Stop.
Cause we got no Kyrie, right? No Tatum. No Embiid. We don't have AD.
AD on the way.
Bam.
Bam a
They are bigs.
And I didn't even say nothing about my monster. My monster.
Then you're gonna have to hat tag.
Who's your
Then you're gonna need hips.
Wembenyama.
You're gonna need hips to be out there.
Wembenyama.
You're gonna need hips out there hipping.
Well, technically, Cat could be eligible to play on the international team.
Wow.
His ties to the Dominican Republic. and playing on
Wemby,
that.
Joker, Giannis, Luka, Shea.
Canadian is actually kind
No, it's
He is
not.
North American, but
world.
that is a separate country. You need a passport to enter.
it's over.
It's over.
You got Heidenberg and fucking
Halliburton. Halliburton.
So, Gil, no, you're not a fan of this in the past, but after hearing Adam Silver explain the logic and rationale behind it, Winter Olympics, the game on NBC, does that change your opinion in the slightest about a USA versus the world format for an All-Star game?
No, it doesn't change my mind because the idea is them to play hard, right? That's the idea, to be more competitive. No matter if it's USA versus USA mixed in with 6-year-olds or USA versus the world. If they don't want to play hard, they don't want to play hard. What makes Jokic play hard? He ain't played hard yet. What makes Luka play hard? He hasn't played hard yet. Sabonis hasn't played hard yet. Siakam hasn't played hard yet, right? So the guys that we are wanting to see the USA against, they haven't gave two shits either because they don't want to be there just like nobody else. They want the vacation because they're in the middle of getting ready for the second half of their season. So they haven't given no effort either. Like I can say if all the Euros is out there going balls to the wall, but the fact that they're even worse. Like what are we talking about here?
But don't this give you like this is good.
The problem that they're having is the problem that they're having is the structure. Because they're top heavy and the structure of their format goes against what they're looking for. When you're talking about the format of 12, right?
Or even if you got 4 teams of 8, like
it's five guards, 4, it's 5, 4, and 3. So they got to try to figure out how to get the top heavy Euros for all those players to make it. So they're worrying about the format, right? You're only this is how it's been done. So they got to change the whole format, and that's what they're having a problem with. That's why he can't give you no details because that's what they're talking about. Like, what do we do?
I forgot.
Do we say seven fucking centers and 4 power forwards, and then we have the 2 guards here? Are they going to make the All-Star game? Do we go with the traditional 4 to 6 guards, 4 to 6 wings? Do we do 6 and 6? They are actually having a problem with trying to figure out the structure for it to actually make sense.
And Kenyon, like you pointed out, last year's All-Star game, not the NBA's best offering. Difficult to watch at points. 4 teams of 4, including the Rising Stars winner, who were elevated to play in that mix.
Yeah. Like to Gil's point, if guys not gonna play hard, they're not gonna play hard. They haven't been good in these games. They haven't been good in these games. And like I said, the guys that go out and play hard, they are trying to get MVP. Right? That's just what it is. Like you can tell from the very tip who is going after this award. You see it. And when that third quarter starts, they turn it on even more. So you know who those guys are, and it's just obvious. So rest of them guys shooting threes, cruise control. So it's a gimmick, man. And I want to see basketball. If you're going to play basketball, just whatever it is.
It just, no, they have 12.
I mean, you can make 12.
You can make 12.
But come on, man.
Are there 12 worthy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I said.
12 All-Stars.
Are there 12 worthy guys around the world?
If all healthy, I think
if you're using all your, if you're using all
together, no, see, that's the thing. See, that's words. That's a word you want to use, right? You say put together.
I'm not.
I said worthy. Are they worthy of being All-Stars from October, whenever the first game is, to whenever the voting's supposed to stop? All-Star voting stops, right? Whatever that is.
That's what I was.
Are they worthy of to be playing on that Sunday? Yeah. That's my thing.
See, and I think that's another issue too. The issue is this going to be considered All-Stars, Or is this you create your side and we create our side and we play at All-Star Weekend? Yeah. Right? These are the actual conversations that we're having.
So that might be the go-to.
Right? We have All-Star games and then we have
this game.
This bullshit, as some would say. Sonny.
How many times did we do the format where LeBron is the captain and the other guys are captain and they get to pick their own All-Star team?
I think we did about 3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 years in a row?
Mm-hmm.
What did that prove to do?
Nothing.
You know why? Because they kept the guys who were good off the team and they picked them last.
Who?
Picked the best players on the team in the NBA last.
Leave Joker in the mix for one of those.
Right?
Picked them last.
So it was a buddy system that they started. But then they went out there and didn't play hard on top of picking all their friends.
But there were 6 years of team
So
captains.
listen to me very carefully. These are what you're saying. We excluding the Euros who wasn't getting picked like that.
But was it 12 Euros in that?
They go out there and then not play hard on top of that. For 4 years straight. Before we started
6 years of captain style All-Star game.
6 years of fucking like, what are we doing, bro?
12 Euros in that could get picked.
But this is what I'm saying. We sat through 6 years of what the fuck is going on with the All-Star game. Now we're not noticing. We're going to forget about that. No. That didn't exist. Now we sitting here talking about
another gimmick.
Yeah.
Another gimmick, which we had a 6-year gimmick.
6 years.
No one had a problem with when everybody wasn't playing hard and we was really complaining like, what's wrong with these dudes?
That's when it started.
Then we come with this last year shit. They had to try to change it up. Just try to figure it out. No, we're going to keep coming in here and doing the same shit. Because look, man, fuck it. Now they like, all right, look, play against these guys because we seeing that they coming in here with a whole different kind of vibe.
All-Star game.
Very hard. So,
hey, did you ever ask yourself the reason that those Euros got picked last?
No.
So my thing,
more than Europe.
So
the world
this
is
the
bigger
thing.
than Europe.
If they are going to play real basketball, right, and not an All-Star game, do you think they picking Nikola last?
No.
I would never know, man. People make
Huh?
really
no,
dumb
but no, that's
decisions.
because
Nikola Jokic went
if
into the
it's a
second
real
round,
basketball,
because
because they didn't know no better.
All right, so don't basketball players know? Do they all?
Yeah,
know
the
better?
basketball players do. GMs don't.
No.
So
a lot of those guys
as they
wouldn't have picked him.
as when they were picking the last 6 year, whatever that was.
They know Joker don't want to play.
He won MVP within that time. So if it's a real basketball game being played as they stood, right? If we picking a team when this shit means something, he's not going last. I can tell you that shit.
No.
So he went last because it didn't mean nothing.
Because they know how it was last because in that game. Because in that game.
Because he don't play hard.
Yes, that
So
game.
then why did everybody else proceed to not play hard?
Because that's who they are.
Okay, so why? That doesn't even make sense. Y'all not making sense to me.
Because the other guys who
Y'all didn't pick him because you say he not gonna play hard, but then we all go out there and not play hard.
I hear what you're saying, yeah. So they could have picked him before if they wanted to pick him. That's all.
The guy who was picking the team.
Because you're not picking me because I'm not cool with y'all and y'all don't like me.
He
I'm
don't
not
give
your
a
friend
fuck.
buddy nigga.
It's not exciting. His game.
I'm with you.
We all know what it really is, bro.
No,
It was buddy for 6 years.
What is Joker gonna do that?
I dig it. Yeah.
If you're not playing hard, you can still be exciting.
Who is
Joker
he
not
having
playing hard.
fun with out there when he out there?
Oh, he was second to last.
All-Star game. Well, who is he having fun with?
2023.
Joker and Luka.
But Laurie
Having fun.
Markkinen was the last.
They would love to be on the same team. When they out there on the same team, they out there just fucking around.
They was on the same team.
No, I dig what you're saying. They could have picked him if they wanted to before.
He had 4 points,
At least
5 rebounds, 6 assists in 20 minutes.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
So the person who got picked.
I know.
So the person who got picked second to last, what was his stats?
Jokic stacked in the 2023 NBA All-Star game.
We got picked second to last.
4 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists.
That's
You
not
don't
right.
play hard.
Now, what did the one who got picked last? What was his stats? Marketing.
Laurie Markkinen. Let me see.
He shouldn't even been in that much.
Just want to
Finish, also international player. 13 points, 7 rebounds.
So he played hard,
Yeah.
right?
For Team LeBron. He was on Team LeBron.
So I'm
go
pretty
for it.
sure as a basketball player, you know who is going to take it serious and who's not, right? And he's been picked last because they know he don't care. He don't care about getting picked
And
first
it's not
or
exciting.
last.
Yeah, and
He's
it's not
getting ready
exciting.
for the second half of the season. He know he's not, no matter how he plays, he's not going to win an MVP because it's not structured for him to win it. He know them guards going to come down there firing that motherfucker from full court. So he's going to be running for no damn reason,
And
right?
you know he don't
So
like to
he's
run.
not even going to go out there and waste his time Right? This is not the old school where Gary Payton and, Jason Kidd are coming down there and giving it to the big fella. Right? Where, shit, no. These motherfuckers shooting from half court. 9 out of 10 times. So the big man ain't get it. All he can do is fucking rebound the ball.
And he ain't catching lobs.
So he's sitting there like, shit, I'm going from 3-point line to 3-point line.
You ain't throwing them a lob to dump the motherfucker.
So, of course, he's going to get picked live.
Heroes don't play like that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not
So it's going to be a different game.
So that's why they pick him eyes.
It's going to be a different game.
It's still on the structure. Like, we still got to wait till they get to the structure. And is it going to be normal structure where it's certain amount of guards, amount of wings, and your 2 centers, but they don't say it's 2 centers, but they always have 2 centers, right?
Or is it going to be 4 teams like it was last All-Star game with 2 international teams, 2 U.S. teams?
Or is it going to be, don't worry about our fucking roster, you worry about yours.
But that's not.
Don't worry about who we pick, worry about who you pick. Because if you scared, say you fucking scared of us. Say you scared.
Because
say you scared.
You got SGA, Giannis.
Say you scared.
No, because what
I
happened.
want to hear all this moving the goalpost shit.
It's not.
Line it up.
See, that's what I say. You line it up, but there's a structure. No matter what you say, there's a format that they're having a problem with. So if you're going to take off the format and say we get to pick our own players, now you're talking about a whole different team. Because now you don't have to go to this format. So somebody like Booker, where our first 5 guards are taken, and then he has more votes from reserve than one of the forwards, but the forward needs to be put into place because he's a top 4 forward. Right? So there's a reason there's a snub list. Some of these guys that are getting snubbed is because it's too thick. The position's already taken.
It's going to continue to happen.
Because if
ain't nothing going to change. You're going to continue to get snubbed. So sit down and move around. When we pick you, we pick you. If we don't, we don't. We lining up against these dudes. If you don't fit the fucking bill, man, chill out.
Okay.
We trying to beat these Euros.
Okay.
It's 6 monsters over here. We need to match up with them.
But what's the other 6?
So again, you said you get snubbed, you get snubbed, you get snubbed.
That's what I'm saying. You can't just put anybody in.
Y'all have to figure out who y'all gonna pick. We got 6 monsters. We not worried about who's snubbed over there.
But
y'all got to figure that out.
There's 12 players.
Yeah, the All-Star
There's
game is
12
So
players.
pick your best 12.
No, it's the format because you're telling people to get snubbed. So now we say, all right, you got 7 centers, pick your 3. Right? You know what I mean? You can't put all.
You can't name 12 Euros.
That's just y'all.
We can name 10.
Name 12 Euros that's going to make the All-Star game.
We can name 10.
All right, name.
No,
you're not safe. You're not going to be safe. There's no way to shape it where you're safe.
Make it so you're gonna pick. You're picking 6 more just to fill. It's going to be a team thing.
Do you want the top 10 based on last season? You can go Giannis, SGA, Jokic. You can go Luka, go Wemby, Şengün.
3 centers. So
SGA, if I didn't mention him, I'm sorry. Sabonis.
Can't go there.
Siakam.
You can go him.
Marketing.
Why can't you go Sabonis?
Center.
See, I told you he was going to look. Listen, he's going to do whatever it is that's going to take for it not to make sense. He's going to do that. They're not prepared for that.
They're not care.
Don't care.
Why are you arguing?
Doesn't matter.
Josiah.
Here is the problem.
Wemby can play the point guard.
Let's try it again.
Let's do it
So
again.
for the people who don't understand the format that they're having a problem with, not fucking me, their format, 5 guards, 4 small forwards, 3 centers at best. If they go 6 forwards, then you get 2 centers at best. There's no 4 centers. It's a 2 or 3. Pick how you want to pick. You can have 3 centers.
What's the All-Star game format right now?
I just told you the format right now.
They drafted teams, so it was I think 24-player pool for the three All-Star teams and the Rising Stars.
Stop last year. What is the format?
Before the last one.
Okay.
Before this last
What the
format. What was it? Was it positionless?
It's 5 guards.
Before
5 guards. So it's 4 to 6 guards. 4 to 6. So if you go 6 guards, then you go 6 wings.
That's 12.
With centers as wings. But they're only
centers
maxing
are
out.
Wings?
Are they because they're
positionless.
Because they're positionless.
Okay.
So
what the?
But they picked 2 centers.
No, they're not putting centers.
They're not putting
Wemby, Jokic, Sabonis,
putting the centers as wings.
Wemby's
They're not putting the centers as wings. We can have 5 centers.
They're only taking You can't. They're only taking 2 people that are actually considered centers.
They got 12.
Alex Sarge, Rashad.
They got all big names.
It's all.
They got all big names.
Amen Thompson, give him a look.
It's not going.
You know, you can't believe he's on the Jamaican basketball team. Let's go.
You're going to have to.
If you're having a problem with it, just go through any year and tell me what you got
fill
4
this
centers.
team out.
I've already went through it. I already asked these
Nigga
questions.
like Dylan Brooks is going to be on it.
Huh? Dylan Brooks, like
Put
Dylan
the torture
Brooks, yeah.
chamber Lou Dort on there.
Dylan Brooks? Cause that's what I'm saying. You can't do that. People can't just
Because
make
he's
all-star
Canadian.
games.
I'm saying, but somebody like him might have to be on the team.
But that's why they said they're trying to figure out how to create a team, and they're throwing the idea of all-star.
So it would take away from the all-star then. It won't be an all-star.
That's what I'm. Now you see
and
why
then you messing up people.
Why you see
we want Amen Thompson and Azar can come too.
They can't explain, but that's probably going to what's going to happen.
Is an all-star game.
Where you're going to put Amen Thompson. You're going to take.
He'll be at an all-star level next season
No,
anyway.
you're going to take him. You're going to
You
go.
would have been all-star.
Jordan Poole. I mean, not Jordan Poole, but Utah. Jordan Clarkson. Right, you're gonna start. Because you gotta fill your 5 guard.
Well, fill in with a Filipino.
Jalen Green. Yeah. That's so that's what's gonna
Clark
happen.
made the all-star game, right?
So that's what they're having. That's what they're having issues with because there's a format. Like the idea of what everybody wants, but there's a format.
How many centers do the Americans have? Let's see about that.
What American? Bigs?
Centers.
Bam.
The centers.
Bam.
How many made it last year? What year you want to go?
That's what Bam
AD,
Embiid.
you go AD, Bam.
AD and Bam. Come on.
AD, Bam, Embiid.
That's it.
A proud American.
He's never.
Kessler?
No Embiid.
Yes.
Walker Kessler?
No Embiid. That's it. That's all we got.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
So how they're gonna fill the 2? Those 2 guys are filling the 2 center spots.
Same 2 centers that always fill the 2 center spots that they call.
So Joker and
wings.
Wemby. So Joker and Wemby fill the 2 center spots.
And then you're gonna have Sabonis.
But Wemby at the 3.
Back up.
Sabonis and Sengun.
No,
I'm
do
it. All
So,
big.
don't do that.
Sabonis, Sengun.
You don't
Roll out all big
because you forget
lineup.
Giannis.
Yeah, no, we're not forgetting Giannis.
He's a 3.
No, Giannis is a 4. He's a wing, yes.
Yes. He's a
wing
player.
Yes.
So
All the other guys
Wemby
are
at
wing
the 2.
players.
Who?
No.
Everybody else.
No.
Except for the 2 centers we named. Wemby, Joker, centers. Everyone else is wing.
Sengun
So
wing?
center.
Everybody.
Here you go. So center.
Sengun.
He's a wing.
Brings it up. He's
a wing?
going to play wing.
He's a center.
Rashad, stop this.
Stop that.
We're not engaged in
I'm
this
sorry
shit,
that
dog.
he's a fucking 5 man, dog.
Does Anthony Davis play wing?
He's a fucking
Does
5.
he play wing?
He's a 4 or 5.
He's a 4 or 5.
He's a 4 or 5.
So what is Sengun? A 4 or 5?
He's a 5.
So when Steven Adams in the game, what does he play?
4.
Okay, man. Let me go use the bathroom.
That's not a
Let me go
wing
use the
player. That's a fucking power
Go
forward.
use the bathroom.
What does he start the game
Go use the
at?
bathroom,
He's a
man.
starter.
What does he start the game
He's
at?
a center now.
What does he start the game at?
Let me use the bathroom.
Starting center.
What does he start the game at?
Versatile.
Jesus Christ.
What does he start the game at? What is his
Center.
position that he
He
starts the
starts
game?
at the
He
center.
fucking jumps ball in the middle of the start the game. He's the fucking center. So go to the bathroom all you want, nigga.
Argue like
He's a fucking 5.
they
Clean flush. Be kind.
as the list that they have so far. The list that they got guards at Luka Shea,
Thinking.
wings as Giannis, Laurie, Wagner, Pascal. Their centers is Jokic, Wemby, Sabonis, Rudy, Embiid, Nurkic, Vujicic,
Zubac.
Capella, Kristoff. Now, out of that whole fucking big ass list, the max that they can do is 3.
They're versatile, Gil. They're international
They
players.
can't put them at the 4. That's not out. Like, you know what I mean? It's
It don't work both ways. It only works one way.
yeah.
Put Wemby at the 1.
What way is
Fuck
that?
it.
The American way.
It's the American All-Star game.
I said Sengun.
So we got to be in position. Y'all
he's
can
fucking
be
5.
y'all can be out of position. We got to be in position.
Who's out of position?
Who's out of position?
Yeah,
That sounds like xenophobia, shot.
Yeah, who's out of position?
Who's out of position?
it's okay to be wrong.
I'm just saying they don't have 12 European players that's going to fit this criteria.
It's not even about being wrong.
But they can put a team together, yes.
A bunch of
They
bigs.
can put a team together if they
going to put
They
a
got to
team
be
together.
creative to put this team together. I agree, they can do it, but
They got 8 guys.
as
that
it's
can
real
take
been
ball
one.
can't
standing,
do it, but real
all them
ball.
bigs can't make it.
Can they do
Then
it?
you
with
got Cat
real
in the mix
all-
well on the international
Can
team.
they do it with real all-stars, though? That's the thing.
No.
You got
do
8
it.
guys. We
You
got
You can
8
do it.
guys
You
we
just
can
can
go.
find some.
8
You need
guys
more than
we
that.
can go.
You need, it's not, so it's only
8
8
guys.
guys?
We got 8
It's only
strong
8.
guys.
Only 8.
We got 8.
8. That's all. So that all it is. So what about the other 4?
We can trickle them
So
in.
but if you go like last year's format where it's 4 teams of 8. You can
4 teams, 8. Guess how many sitters played in the All-Star game last year?
How many go? I know you already know. It is a plush couch.
4. You see the number? 4.
Okay. I thought you were just rubbing the couch to build up anticipation.
Guess how many was on the East Coast? You could just take a wild guess. There's 4 total.
So 3.
Oh, you can add
Oh no, it's 2 and 2.
You can add Brzezinski in it too. Another bit.
Who?
Porzingis.
They got him at the center. He's the center.
No, that's what I'm just saying. I'm just throwing. Brzezinski too ain't for it.
He just has a foreign last name.
Lord help us.
I get it, man.
Yes, I'm excited. During the Winter Olympics, who wouldn't want to watch that?
Me.
Brzezinski.
You know what the problem? Now let's ask this question.
Easy work.
Now let's ask this question.
Nah, it's not. I would normally be with you, but it's not. It's not.
1, 2, 3, everybody.
You just saying get our stone sixes and just add anybody to the motherfucker.
Now let's ask the
You can't
real
do
serious
that.
question here, since it's about integrity and playing hard. You put this American list together, right? And then you put your Euro list together. And then you have Ben Mathurin. You start putting Boban in there. You start putting these guys in there. And you put Dylan Brooks in there.
Can Bobo get over?
No. What I'm saying is Bobo gets just.
Bobo be MVP.
Do you think all of a sudden these niggas gonna say, "Oh shit, let's play hard"?
Well, if they're getting their asses busted, would that make them want to play
What I'm
harder?
saying is,
Joker is not playing 48 minutes
Don't say that again.
in the All-Star game.
what I'm saying is, they look. How did they treat them little ass kids that they didn't think was worthy?
Yeah.
What are you gonna think? What are you gonna think? Where you got guys who don't even play on they don't even start on their team, and they average fucking 6 and 7. What do you think they're gonna look at them as?
Gotta go get it's Stroller. Gotta go get strollers and shit.
Motherfuckers gonna be sitting there, oh shit, my ankle hurt again.
Put Schroeder on the team.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's not a
But
bad.
no, he balled out in the Olympics, though.
Murray would make the team, right? Yeah, Murray would be one of the guards. Like you gotta fill the guard
Clarkson
spot up.
was a good one.
Jalen Green, but
Wagner.
Waggy.
but what I'm saying is
Just go all
Siakam.
Jamaican team.
I've
Just
heard
get Jamaica
Wagner.
All-Star squad.
I've said it.
Siakam, Wagner, Jamal Murray,
Yeah. I gave you.
RJ Barrett if we want.
Yeah.
They can put it together.
They can put it.
Andrew Wiggins if we want.
Yeah.
Proud
put it
Canadian.
together.
Maple Jordan, as he's known.
OG Anunoby if we want.
Yes.
They can put it
They
together
never
if you
made it
want.
Great nation of the United
But that's what I'm saying.
They
Like,
never made an
If
All-Star
we
game.
want.
no, but so now.
If we want.
So that's
If we
the
want.
that's the name
They
of the
never
list.
made an All-Star game.
Now the ideal of are these guys going to take those names serious enough to go hard? If they're not taking each other who are real All-Stars hard, you think just because you put World on the jersey and they're looking at a whole bunch of dudes that's not even worthy of this floor, you think they're going to take that serious?
But my question
Do that when they go overseas and play in those cups.
that's
They look at guys
for a
that not
gold
worthy.
medal.
That's for a gold
And
medal.
they have
That's
to
for a
go
gold medal.
say, let's beat their ass
Gold
and make
medal.
sure they
Gold
remember
medal.
they're
Gold
not
medal.
worthy.
I'm doing it.
Would they take it serious if they're getting their asses busted by the world team? Would that incline
Like South Sudan.
They don't. If they're not going to care from the beginning, they're not going to care
I'm
from
just good. I watch this shit, I'm good. I just try to reference the shit that's really right there in front of
Unless
us.
they
South
put some
Sudan,
big
did they
money
take
in
that
front-
shit serious?
Unless they put some
didn't.
big money
Them
in.
niggas out went out there and played hard.
Again,
and
you're
they
talking
showed it.
about world, and we're talking
Yeah.
about a weekend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they put unless they put some big money in it.
The real issue behind All-Star Weekend is it became a production event. They're producing like this is the movies, and the guys are just like, yo, we're good. Right? When it gets just back to the game itself, right? Go back to what made it poppin'. Like, oh, we need to change our jerseys back to our team. No. The fucking jersey don't make you play better or not. It's take out all the production because, all these sponsors coming in now. This shit is 3 fucking hours. Now you got, all these people doing halftime shows. And we sitting here in the middle of the game. Now we got 45 minutes before when we jump off. It became so studio-like for the entertainment value that you lost the value of the actual game and why people are there. So somehow try to figure out how to get that love back. Now the problem is this. How are you going to do that if you think that Kevin Durant and LeBron James facing an East team that East All-Stars and it wasn't going hard then, what goes hard against the guys that they don't even seem worthy or even in their realm?
They just did it.
Egos is egos.
They just did it this past All-Star. LeBron showed up in street clothes.
Yeah.
Just did it.
Who we playing? All right.
G League All-Stars.
Anthony Edwards. What did Anthony Edwards do? My back. This is my back.
You know, it's a new generation.
Hey, how many players didn't play?
Oh, it's
We
a new
only thought about
generation.
LeBron.
We know who not doing that type of shit.
Did Giannis play?
We know who not
same
doing
way,
it.
though.
Who didn't actually play? It was
If I
Giannis.
made the
It was
All-Star
Ant-Man.
game-
It was
Westbrook,
LeBron, Raymond James.
If I made the All-Star game for the first time and had to play like the G League elite, I'd be upset too, though.
Think about the names that didn't play. Giannis, Ant-Man, and LeBron. Yeah, we're good.
All right. Well, we asked the chat who wins the USA versus the world matchup. 63% of the chat says USA. Chat was also supportive of the USA versus the world format. 62% of the chat liked the idea of a USA versus the world format.
Good idea.
So let's keep this thing moving. So as you all know, Gil's Arena is presented by Underdog. Woo woo. Well, we have a new segment to introduce today, courtesy of the good folks at Underdog, who are so gracious to cut the check. This segment is called Dog of the Week. We will present a list of nominees who exemplify the underdog spirit in sports, and we'll come to a consensus at the couch on who deserves to be the Dog of the Week.
Where the dogs at?
Thank you, Mr. B. Our first nominee, the Indiana Pacers, who were plus 5,000 to win the finals prior to this season, but are now 4 wins away. They are led by Tyrese Halliburton, who proved he was a dog by hitting the Reggie Miller choke chili after a large comeback in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. And also Pascal Siakam winning the Larry Bird Eastern Conference Finals MVP trophy. New Yorkers, please look away. It only tied the game to send it to overtime, but still very impactful because the Pacers did go on to win that game. So next up, there's bad, and then there's the Colorado Rockies, who opened the season at 9-50. You heard that correctly, 9 wins, 50 losses. But things are looking up as these underdogs have now won 3 straight games to get their record up to 12-50. Could they be the underdog of the week? Next, our third nominee, let's go over to Women's College World Series. Najee Kennedy, she's a pitcher for the 12th seed at Texas Tech, who has thrown every pitch in the tournament for her team. Most significantly, she beat and eliminated Oklahoma squad that have won 4 consecutive Women's College World Series entering this year. Is she our dog of the week? Next, let's go to the world of chess for our fourth nominee, Gukesh Domaraju. He had an amazing upset of chess legend Magnus Carlsen, which caused Carlsen to crash out and slam his fist on the table. Carlsen has been ranked #1 in the world since 2011, so this is a major upset. But is it enough to be the dog of the week? We're gonna show the crash out. Got him.
Dog 'em.
Break the table in.
6. I gotcha. That was fire.
Fix the table.
Look, he didn't know what to do.
Fix my table, boy.
He didn't know what to do.
He just walked off, said, I'm not worried about
Until
you.
it was too late.
Is that enough to be dog of the
Fuck,
week?
I'll make the move.
Our fifth and final nominee, Louise Boisson. The French tennis player is making some noise in her home country during the French Open. She entered Roland Garros as the 361st ranked player in the world, but that is sure to skyrocket after she made the semifinals of a Grand Slam tournament. She lost to Coco Gauff in the semifinals this morning, but is she the dog of the week? So looking at those 5 nominees.
Wait, who won? The one in the blue? Because she looked like she got beat up.
Louise Boisson is her
Beat
name.
up by that
French.
gravel.
But she lost to Coco Gauff in the semifinals this morning. So who deserves to be the dog of the week?
I'm going with the chess nigga.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
The chess nigga
I'm gonna go with the chess dude. Made dude crash out.
The chess nigga has 2 of our 5 votes so far, close to a majority.
Magnus losing.
So Magnus losing. Gokesh Doramaju.
I'm gonna go with the Rockies. It just
Why you going with the Colorado Rockies?
Yeah, it just remind me of the Wizard days.
And We're going with the chest crash, but nice of him to fix the table after crashing.
I mean, you're talking about a guy who's been #1 in the world since 2011. So the fact that
Meanwhile,
this
other
19-year-old who just beat him, that's
just whooped his ass.
Just went to sniff his finger after beating him.
I'm watching it in real. Oh shit! Get him out of here! Got him.
Who's 19? He ain't 19.
He's 19.
That man right there.
Yeah. But he's young, right?
Not sure.
He's 19.
So,
God damn.
our
17.
dog of the week, Gukesh
Fuck.
Daramaju. Congrats. We will send you some Underdog credits that you can use for pick'ems and taking one of our partner packs. Please, sir. That was our dog of the week segment.
Yeah, he been number one for a long time.
Yes. So you going in there like I ain't got no chance.
Yeah. Because everybody could, yeah.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? He did. Now, didn't he think he was going to get him, but.
Oh,
Shout out
shit.
Gukesh.
That nigga said, I can't wait to get my hands on him.
Beat
Put the
him
clock on him, I'll chew his ass up.
and then said slime time, my
Put the
friend.
clock on him, I'll chew his ass up. Y'all don't know that movie. It's all good. Y'all don't watch movies.
So you 19, nigga, you look 30.
Right?
You look. Searching for Bobby Fischer, ladies and gentlemen. So let's keep this thing moving. Today's podcast is brought to you by Via Hemp. Life moves fast, and sometimes you just want to relax, recharge, or refocus. Via has the perfect lineup for you. If you haven't tried Via yet, you're seriously missing out. Whether you need to unwind, refocus, or just pretend you have your life together, Via is here to enhance your everyday. And let's be honest, probably your night too. 500,000 happy customers can't be wrong. Via is changing the game in natural wellness, combining high-quality, hemp-derived ingredients with powerful cannabinoids to create real, effect-driven results. Want better sleep, more focus, a little boost in the bedroom? Or maybe you just need to chill out because your stress levels are currently at screaming into the void status. Whatever you need, Via has a solution for you. And here's the best part. Via lets you customize your experience. Whether you're looking for daily wellness, laser focus, or deep relaxation, Via has it. So if you're 21 plus, treat yourself to 15% off and get a free gift with your first order using our exclusive code GIL at viahemp.com. Plus enjoy free shipping on orders over $100. That's viahemp.com, VIIAHEMP.com. After you purchase, please support Gil's Arena and tell them we sent you. Enhance your everyday with Via. All right, so Giannis, who would be on that world team in the All-Star Game format if he was healthy, has been the subject of trade rumors ever since the Bucks were eliminated in the first round for the third consecutive postseason. While Giannis himself still has not made a decision on whether he will request a trade or not, he has been trolling on Twitter throughout his offseason to keep us entertained. One big man who knows about making big moves in pursuit of titles is Shaq, who won 3 chips after signing with the Lakers as a free agent in 1996, then another title after being traded to the Heat in 2004. On the Good Word podcast with Vince Goodwill, Shaq gave Giannis some advice on what he should consider when making his decision on a potential trade.
Nobody cares what city you're in anymore. This ain't the 90s.
If you had advice, if you could give him, if you could bend his ear a little bit, what would you tell him as he's approaching sort of maybe a crossroads in his career?
I would tell him they're probably throwing in his face bigger market. Doesn't matter. Social media is the market now. You go to LA, that's 50% of your contract goes to Texas. More pressure, more articles, and more stress. You know, he made a name for himself. Being that he's in the control of that ship, he should go upstairs and be like, I want to see all the free agents. I want all their phone numbers. And I want to talk to them. He should bring people to him. You know, when I was coming up, it was small market. You're too small. You probably need to go to a big market. I took advantage of that. But now every market is the same. And not only that, he's making a supermax, so I mean, what do you need a big market for?
So Shaq went on to say a big market is to help you get more opportunities. If you're already making a supermax, you've already maxed out your opportunities. So Shaq is basically telling Giannis to stay put. Do you all agree with Shaq that nobody cares what market you play in anymore?
I do.
Sonny, you agree with Shaq saying it doesn't matter the market?
Yep. I'm not going to change what he said because it was beautifully put. It was beautifully put.
Eloquently.
I ain't saying they need to go to LA, but ain't nobody going to Milwaukee.
Yeah, ain't nobody going to
So,
Milwaukee.
talking about he need free agents' phone numbers and talk to them personally and all that. They gonna accept the call and
just because of you.
Politely decline. Like, ain't nobody going to Milwaukee, bro. That's just unfortunate. I just listen.
Can you Milwaukee up and coming city?
I don't care what's up and coming about it. People not free dudes that's trying to win something or be something in this NBA. They are not going to Wisconsin, man.
At all.
They're not. Just what the fuck it is, unfortunately.
A proud state.
It is very proud. Green Bay Packers go, Marquette go, Bucks, but ain't nobody going there, man. They're not. Like, it's just what it is, man.
So
like,
who gonna turn down money?
It ain't about the money, bruh. like,
It's
y'all,
always about the money.
dudes ain't going to Miami.
Oh, dudes is gonna go.
They haven't.
Those spots
you're saying
are going
gonna
to be
go.
filled, regardless of what y'all
Let me ask y'all a question.
You
Regardless
always
of what
talking
y'all
what
think.
someone's gonna do.
It's gonna happen.
What has happened
What has
so
happened?
far?
What has happened?
That's what we're asking.
What has happened
What
up to
someone's
this
going to
point?
do 20 years from now.
As
We
the
done
proof
been
today.
through this.
We're
We
talking about the
been through
proof
this.
right
We've
now.
been through
As
this.
we sit here
As of
today.
We've
2025.
walked through this.
Yes.
So, I wasn't here, so
Yeah,
refresh my
2025.
fucking memory, please. Who has signed in these places? Please refresh
Not traded, signed.
Jog my memory.
What did he just say?
I heard what he said.
Get guys'
It's a
phone
new
numbers.
market.
Get the social media.
2025.
But this guy is
Not
private.
1990.
Yes, we're talking about
So
a
your
private
big
guy.
market shit don't mean nothing if you got a big social media presence.
He don't.
Who don't?
Giannis. He's trying to get there. He's not Shaquille O'Neal personality.
Man,
Is he?
The Greek freak.
I don't care for what you call him.
He's not
The fuck
Shaq.
is
Yeah, he's
like
not
just because
Shaq,
that's
yeah.
his nickname somebody gave him. He didn't come up with it.
He's the two-time
If he was in a
MVP.
big market,
He's a two-time
if he was in a
MVP.
big market,
in
he'd be
Milwaukee.
Shaq now.
He's a champion.
In Milwaukee.
If he would have won that
Not
somewhere
in the NBA.
Ain't nobody coming there to join
nobody
him.
coming. Yeah.
In Milwaukee. All of those things
What?
he did happen in Milwaukee, yes.
So then nobody else should, like,
Who came
you
there?
shouldn't join anyone. If you're not going to come join Giannis, a proven champion MVP defensive guy,
have they done
then
it?
why would you go and, like,
Have they done it? I mean,
he hasn't
whatever
had
you're
time
saying,
to
I'm
do
asking
it.
you.
He hasn't, nobody has time
Motherfuckers
to
didn't
do
want to
it
come
yet.
play with the Lakers with
been
LeBron
in the
James.
league
You think they
with
finna go to
Nobody has
motherfucking
time.
Milwaukee?
They haven't had time to do it. They was winning.
haven't
They
had
had
time?
a winning team. They didn't.
Oh.
They wasn't trying to bring people in when they
Oh,
was
they wasn't
already winning. We got our guys. We're winning with our guys. What do we need free agents for? They need them now, though.
So who's coming?
We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see. If he stays, somebody gonna come play with
No, he
him.
done tried that for what, 10
Nobody.
years?
Going to Milwaukee, bro.
What year this is for Giannis? 10?
Ain't nobody going to Milwaukee.
Ain't
bro.
nobody going to Milwaukee.
Reality is always reality. Can you play back what he
Hey,
said?
dudes ain't going to Miami.
12
Dudes are
seasons.
free agents not going to Miami as free
This ain't
agents.
the 90s.
If you had advice, if you could give him, if you could bend his ear a little bit, what would you tell him as he's approaching sort of maybe a crossroads in his career?
I would tell him they're probably throwing in his face bigger market. Doesn't matter. Social media is the market now. You go to LA, that's 50% of your contract goes to Texas. More pressure, more articles, and more stress.
More stress.
You know,
All
he
right,
made
pause
a name
it.
for himself.
Let it play, man.
So
let it play all the way out.
I'm fucking confused now. Because if you stand in your market that you're in, you're just as visible. But you go to LA, now you get more articles, more stress, more what? Like, well, and the good part. More recognition, more jersey sales, more off the court money. We watched it in real time. Luka jersey in Dallas, and then when he got his motherfucking ass in Los Angeles. No matter what they said, did his jersey sales not pop out the motherfucking roof?
I had the first.
Huh? Did it not just explode?
Did they lose in the first
Did it
round?
not explode?
Did they lose in the first round?
That's debatable.
Huh?
That's
What I'm
debatable.
saying
lose
is,
in the first
They
round?
lost in the short
not
term,
at 8.
but they might have won it.
Came out.
About losing, but
Come on.
did it?
He didn't win a championship.
They lose in the first round?
He didn't win a game. The nigga just got traded there. Jersey sales skyrocket because what Shaq said, more and more. More and more. It's, I hear the bad part, yeah, taxes and yeah. But there's a good part too. But you're saying that, markets don't matter. Do anybody have the Charles Barkley clip? Because this will be a contradiction to each other. Because I'm pretty sure Charles Barkley, this year, at least 8 times, has complained about the coverage of only big markets. From his side.
Let me tell y'all something.
Tell me something.
And first of all, I want all the smoke. I
Tell me
don't
something.
whistle when I walk by the graveyard or anything like that.
Wow.
I don't whistle when I walk by the graveyard. I like that
Hey,
one.
man.
I'm stealing that one.
The Lakers are doing great. Got a long way to go. But the reason the season's been going great for the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Y'all just want to talk about the Warriors and the Lakers. They're both doing great. Don't get me wrong. If I turn out to be wrong, I got no problem with that. But y'all are idiots because y'all talk about the Lakers and the Warriors all the time. Y'all don't. The Cleveland Cavaliers have won 12 straight games. The Oklahoma City got the MVP and they are on fire. Y'all are talking about who's in second place. That's the reason I get pissed. Hey, the Lakers are doing great. I don't mind being wrong. The Warriors are doing great. But that's because you fools on other networks, which we going to become fools next year. We'll be working on that network. But Oklahoma City and the Cavs been balling for 6 months. Y'all talking about teams that had two great weeks.
Time out.
They're gonna be fools.
So a team that's been great for all season is getting overshadowed by niggas who played 2 good weeks.
I think that was
the gist of it. While he's at a Laker game.
They're gonna be fools.
While he's at the Laker game. Not OKC. He wasn't at OKC versus Cleveland. He wasn't Cleveland versus Indiana game. No. He was at the big game. Talking about who they should be talking about, but he never talks about them either. So what Shaq is saying is not actually reality because here it is. You only talk about big markets because the big markets is what makes the big money, right? If you go through baseball, there's 2 motherfuckers that's standing out, right? What cities are they in? Huh?
If you're referring to Shohei Ohtani, who plays for the Los Angeles Dodgers, that would be.
And then what's the other one?
If you're talking about Aaron Judge,
that 6'7" motherfucker, huh?
The 6'7"
That's 6'7", and then what's the other one? The little one, the Mets. Right, that's New York, right?
I know Black Juan Soto.
I know that. He's the highest paid, right?
He does make a lot of money.
Okay.
They make a lot.
Who makes the most money off?
Good bottle flipper as well.
Like one of them makes so much money off the field, he didn't even take his contract. Just defer that.
That was Shohei Ohtani.
Because he's here in Los Angeles. He's making so much money, $65 million a year, in endorsements
Yeah, I got his jersey.
that he don't need.
Yes.
Yeah, we got
May or may not be using some of those funds too.
Same thing with they
use the underdog.
But so the market is the place. I get that social media is a thing. I get it. It's a thing, but it's still the same, man. Where you live does matter. If Giannis went to a big city, it's gonna change, just like it changed for Luka.
Which is it's tough Shaq saying this when Shaq literally left Orlando to go to.
But he's trying to say it's not back then, but it's still the day now.
Shaq left Orlando because they took out a poll in the newspaper and asked the public should they pay him. And that motherfucker said no, he was hurt and he left.
But that's just indicative of how small markets think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But there was an expansion franchise that didn't think they could afford him. The city of Orlando didn't think they could afford him.
That's sick.
So the poll said no.
That's sick to do.
So of course he benefited of going to the Lakers.
The Lakers had no problem affording him though.
It's not about that. Like he's talking about the contracts. Yeah, the contracts across the board is the same. Max is max, right? That's not the advantage of big markets. The big market is endorsements, shoe sales, jersey sales, likeness, the things that, I got GQ magazine. Have we seen a GQ magazine over in Memphis anywhere?
You got Shaq Fu.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Kazam, a great film.
Like, you think Louis Vuitton is putting a billboard up in Milwaukee? I guarantee you, if they're going to put a billboard of Giannis, who's Louis Vuitton, I guarantee that bitch is going to be in Chicago. They're going to put it in the big market. They're not putting it in backwoods Milwaukee.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah, I'm just sorry.
Milwaukee, a solid metropolitan
Los Angeles,
area.
he here in Los Angeles, you're going to put that motherfucker anywhere.
Oh, you was out there.
So, you know what I mean? It's a real thing. Even though we try to pretend it's not, because obviously you don't want everyone just jumping up trying to get to the big market.
Yeah.
Right now,
because you don't gotta be greedy. You just stay where you at and win. That's what Shaq's saying. You don't have to do all that.
Nobody going there though.
But if you've lost now 3 straight first,
you don't have to do all that.
Nobody's going there. That's a trade.
We won here.
Unless it's a trade, ain't nobody.
We brought the first championship. Well, the next
Do the draft.
championship.
Do the draft and trade.
50 years. How many years was it?
One and left.
How many years was it?
Do the draft and trades.
Bro, why would you leave your kingdom?
I hear him.
Why would you leave your kingdom for a bigger market and a bigger payday and not win?
So before that was Lou Alcindor that won? Yeah. You need to follow us.
I ain't leaving.
That's cool.
You
Ain't
need to
nobody
follow his
coming.
I don't need to leave.
That's cool. Ain't nobody coming there to join you.
We good then.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna have to be.
Cole can figure it out. He can figure it out.
Who? Los Angeles.
He's on Los Angeles. Hey, so what Shaq's saying doesn't matter, right? That means, in theory, we know the real answer. That means 2 small markets with social media glaring. These finals should be breaking records or at least stay the same as last year's then, right?
Well, they will with real basketball fans.
Right? I'm just saying it should, right?
If you don't watch it, that means you're a casual.
Man, people gonna watch.
Okay. People gonna watch this.
It's gonna be
Unless it's being promoted otherwise.
It's gonna be good.
This is good basketball.
Right, yeah.
We've been watching good.
gonna be a good bump.
Same 2 teams play good basketball all year long.
Yeah, who watched it?
Everybody watched it.
Then why were they complaining
all
about
year
it?
long.
Did we need to
Watching
play?
the playoffs.
Did we need to play Charles Barkley again? Say
them in the
they won
playoffs.
12 games straight. I think 3 times in a row, but nobody cares. I think he said it's out his mouth.
He said the people that was covering it didn't care.
Yeah, like him, because he wasn't covering either. He just
That's not the world that want to see it though. It doesn't account for everybody who likes basketball. Just for people who just talking about it on TV.
Hey, sure. You're a Cleveland Cavalier fan, right? How often did the world talk about Cleveland when it was whooping ass? They didn't. Okay.
We did,
So when y'all
we
was
did
whooping ass,
reference you
to take,
once or twice.
you had to convince us that it was whooping ass to take names, right?
But we had a feeling that another small market team would rise from the fight.
Because my check didn't go to Ohio, I can tell you that.
Yo, I hear you, Shy, and I hear but there's a reason that they put them teams on NBA TV.
a fine network.
It is. It's a very fine network.
Hard to find sometimes to navigate.
Yeah,
To keep going down.
I guess so.
Just keep going down.
And I guess it's the reason why these teams is in the finals too.
Yeah,
I don't.
NBA
that's not the
TV
conversation.
to the finals.
It'll
What a
change next
fucking
year.
come up.
It'll
This
change
is a
next
great
They
come
put a
up.
Pacers game at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I like underdogs. I like the niggas that don't supposed to be in the spotlight.
it'll
Then all of a
change next
sudden
year.
they like, man, how the fuck you get here?
Yeah,
You wasn't invited to this table. How you get here?
it'll change. You know what I'm saying?
I hope this happens for the next 10 years.
They'll be on
the
TV
life
more
of
next
this.
year. They'll have more televised games, national televised games next year. All you gotta do is win.
Crash the party.
What'd you say?
All you gotta do is win.
All you got to do is win, and you gonna have what?
More.
Do Lakers got to win to be on TV? Nope.
Finish third in the
Lakers
Western
don't have to
Conference.
win. Lakers don't have to win. Philly ain't got to fucking win. Yeah, it's just unfortunate.
So if you don't want to win,
There we go, right there.
Golden State ain't got to
The
win.
conversation about who's winning. is-
Golden State ain't got to win.
conversation's always about who's
No, that wasn't
No,
the
not for
conversation.
TV.
The conversation is don't leave because
TV.
the bigger market doesn't
us,
do
yes.
anything.
We talking about for
For us, yes, not for TV.
Not what they're talking about.
We talking about us.
He's talking about that you don't need to go because you get it here, and it's like, nah. No matter how many championships he win, he's not gonna get more. He's not gonna get more national TV games than a Laker, Golden State, or Knick game.
Not gonna happen.
Why are we talking about 10th place?
Yeah.
Because that's Steph Curry down there.
Yes. Motherfucker got
In season game.
6,000 career threes made. Shit, listen, this motherfucker is amazing.
So why does Giannis need the big market again?
I didn't say
Because he has a chance to win more championships.
Yeah, I didn't say he
Since you
did.
talk about winning.
I say you can stay where the fuck you at. I'm just saying Shaq is the point of his statement that I don't agree with is people coming. Like if he's staying in Milwaukee, he needs to get guys' phone numbers and call them.
As if
That's my
in
I'm
bed.
he can do all the calling he wants. And telling guys that this is it's not. People not coming there, bro.
I don't believe that.
Hey,
I do not believe that.
okay,
Motherfucker gonna pick up the phone and Giannis on the phone like,
They
hey
gonna
bro,
pick the call
what's
up, yes.
good?
Yeah, they gonna
was good.
Yeah, they gonna
to
pick the phone
Giannis
up.
Antetokounmpo
That's what they
with
gonna
that
do.
kind of reputation. And
That's what you would do.
I'm saying pedigree.
No, that's
not
what
me.
you would do.
I'm saying if somebody get the phone and you got Giannis is like, yo, I want you to come play with me, you're gonna be like, nah, man, I'm good.
That's what you would
What
do.
nigga in the NBA is would do that? Tell
Whoever's done did it for the last fucking 10 years.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. So if we don't know, we can't say no.
Let me ask you a legitimate question. So you don't think Jimmy Butler picked up the phone? You don't think Bam picked up the phone in Miami and asked certain guys to come join that motherfucker?
I don't know.
So,
but you
think Giannis gonna pick the phone up and somebody gonna answer?
That's what he just told him to do.
Ain't nobody people gonna pick the phone up because it's Giannis. Absolutely.
Gonna be like, yo,
what's up, yo?
I'm definitely thinking about
and they
that.
gonna politely decline.
Everybody's gonna decline on Giannis saying,
Yes.
yo, I think we can win a championship.
Come live in Milwaukee?
Bro, I think we win a championship, bro.
Come live in Milwaukee.
You mean to tell me there's gonna be players in the NBA that's gonna answer that call and say, nah, I'm good?
Yes,
Why haven't they answered it yet, Rashad?
He hasn't made the call
How do you know what he's done?
because he just told him, Giannis, you need to call these guys.
So you think Shaq had to tell him that?
That's what we talking about. We talking about the clip.
But do you think Shaq had to tell him that? You don't think he's reached out
He
to
ain't
guys
never
before?
had to. We won a championship with a core group of guys I grew with. We ain't never been in this position before. Now we in this position.
So we're trying
I
to get
gotta
better?
call around now.
So are we trying to get better every year?
That's what he just said.
So from the championship year that they had, right? When they won the championship, right? Are we not supposed each year is supposed to get better as a team?
Yes, we do.
We're supposed to upgrade our roster every year, right?
No, we don't have to. Well, we're supposed to. We don't have to.
We don't have to, but this is the expectations. Yes?
We didn't. Okay.
So therefore, we didn't. We lose in the first round, right?
So that the next 3 years.
But the first round exit.
He was hurt.
Okay, but how about the second one?
Hurt again.
So you don't think, let me maybe get some help in this motherfucker after that one?
But those two injuries ain't got nothing to
Then
do
you
with
call, then Dame
him
get
leaving.
there.
Those two
through a
injuries ain't got
trade.
nothing to do with him leaving.
Dame come through a trade, which is not a free agent.
Didn't
through a
ask
trade.
for him. Didn't ask for him.
Wait.
They didn't ask for him.
So, but
Come on.
That was a trade that was made for Portland.
Come on.
They
So
got
you
him
think-
through a deal.
Wait. So
They
you
didn't
think
ask.
he didn't had nothing to do with
They didn't
that?
ask for him.
Had no say
No.
so in that?
They remember
So he
the
wasn't welcome
report. They
open arms?
reported. He was like, "Yo, I got Dame."
So
Like,
they didn't
so-
ask
so-
him.
so
They didn't
he-
say. They didn't
So
say.
was he welcome
Y'all
with open
reaching,
arms?
man.
So
Y'all-
they
I'm asking
never
you a
said
question.
Giannis.
I'm having a
What you think about
conversation with
Dame?
Giannis didn't go
So-
and recruit that. That was a trade.
But was he welcome with open arms?
Yeah.
Every trade is welcome with open arms,
No.
bro. When you got a superstar like Dame, look, you don't
Okay,
think we're
cool.
gonna welcome him with open arms?
So now he has help.
Okay,
Right.
3rd year, 3 years straight.
Now
Gone.
they lose again.
We need to change some shit up, like we ain't never. changed
Dame not
before.
coming back this year. Dame not playing this year. So now he needs to pick the phone up and call
He
somebody.
just bought a house. In
So do you think somebody's coming there?
Yes,
Ain't nobody fucking coming.
yes. You know why? Cause it's wide open.
No. What's wide open?
Playing with Giannis, Dame is down. It's wide open.
But he coming back though.
But right now, it's wide open.
They're not winning next year. With that roster,
Whoever's
as
come on that
constructed-
team can establish
With that
themselves.
roster as constructed, they're not beat nobody. With that
Whoever
head
come on
coach
that
over there that has a handicap, they ain't beat nobody. They ain't beating nobody. I don't give a fuck what. Giannis was great this
He
year.
just bought a house in New York.
They got a pedigree, bro. The Bucks have established a pedigree.
Giannis,
bought a house.
They
Giannis
get to the
established
playoffs
that.
every year.
Giannis
bought a house
established that
in New York.
They
pedigree.
get to the playoffs every year.
Giannis established that pedigree. Ain't nobody, no
Bought a house
free
in
agents
New
going to Milwaukee.
If
bro.
you
can pick that
love
shit all you
Milwaukee,
want.
why you buying
He
a
can
house
pick
in
the phone. He can call listen.
Why would I buy a house somewhere else?
Free agents will go to Orlando before they go
He
to.
can have an NBA Rolodex out that motherfucking.
So free agents will go to Orlando before they go to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Man, what?
Free agents go to Atlanta before they go to Milwaukee.
KCP.
Yeah.
He was free. He just won a championship. He got championship pedigree.
We didn't.
Two
need,
rings.
We didn't need him.
He got 2 rings, but he's
Y'all
a free
did.
agent.
Y'all did need
him.
KCP.
We
Yes,
had
y'all did.
Beasley.
No.
We had Beasley.
He don't do what he do. He's
do
not
the
a
same
winner.
thing.
He's not a winner.
They do the same thing.
He's not a winner.
He's a shooter.
Championship
We had
pedigree.
a
Wait.
And who's the better?
We already had a guy.
So they got KCP just
boom,
a shooting?
Boom.
So KCP just a shooter.
KCP went
He's just a
opposite
shooter.
of where he was.
Is he just
No.
a shooter?
KCP went down.
Y'all
Is
need
KCP just a
KCP.
So what?
shooter?
That's
Y'all
not
need
a good
KCP.
acquire. That's not
Was
acquired.
KCP
They
just a
need
shooter for y'all when
KCP.
y'all wanted?
No,
What did he do?
He was an integral part of the team.
So, yeah. 3-and-D guys, what they
should've
call
never-
it, right?
Free agents
Locking
going to
shit
Detroit
up.
before they go to Milwaukee.
Dependable. Locking shit up.
Tobias Harris.
Free agents going to Detroit before they go to Milwaukee.
Tobias Harris. Recent. I'm just giving you the
got
most recent
Tobias.
guys.
You saying Clay couldn't have went to Milwaukee and been a shooting guard?
Okay, Klay Thompson.
Ain't no way.
Fuck
Who was
yeah.
there?
So
Nobody.
At his position?
Ain't
Nobody.
No way in hell.
Who's there?
Who was there?
No, who is there?
He was hurt.
Nobody.
Who was
Chris
there?
Middleton was hurt.
Was he there?
He was hurt.
At the small forward. Who is the
like
shooting
Dame.
guard?
Just like Dame.
Who is the shooting guard?
Whoa.
The shooting guard.
Just like Dame hurt right now, right? Chris Middleton was hurt
Who's
when
the shooting guard?
this was happening, right?
That's what I'm saying.
So why would he come there? The man's coming back. He don't know they're gonna trade him. So why would he come there? The man coming back.
You're saying Clay, right?
Yeah, why would he come to Milwaukee and Chris Middleton is still on the roster?
I agree. I said that same thing.
Huh?
I agree.
So why would anybody come now? Dame coming back. So why would anybody come there? Like anybody that's gonna help?
That's
Dame
what
coming back.
That's what I was saying. I was like, yeah, like we won't need to do all of that because guys are going to understand if Giannis calls me and he says he wants me, this is not a scramble. This is not a shot in the dark. He's going to make it happen. He thinks I can help him.
So give
win.
me a guy.
I'm going to give you the actual guy. Fuck Chris Middleton. The shooting guard. Jackson. You know, the shooting guard. You saying Clay couldn't beat out him? Who averaged, 3 points, 4 points?
RKCP.
Number 44, the Jackson kid.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
But I'm just
he
asking,
averaged
give
the
me a guy.
whole 3. He averaged the whole 3. You're talking about Clay didn't want to go
Hey,
there.
Josiah, can you do me a favor?
Y'all
Oh,
are-
Steve, one of y'all-
No,
you do me a favor.
you're reaching when you're throwing.
Can you look up the unrestricted free agents for this summer, please?
When you're talking about who the shooting guard, Clay's position,
No, I'm talking about.
it's number 44.
would
It
get
has
Clay.
nothing to do with what's
How
the
did we
name.
get to
Oh, no, but I'm on hold. No, I didn't move on.
Well, how did we get to Clay?
Yeah, how we get to Clay?
Because he was a shooting guard. You said, Giannis is there, Dame is there. Why wouldn't he want to go there and win a championship?
Yeah, I just want
He
to
went to Dallas
Why? He could have went there.
because Kyrie was there.
But
Wanted to
Giannis
go.
and
He
Dame
wanted
is
to
there.
go somewhere else.
Giannis and Dame is there.
He wanted to go somewhere else.
Well, because Dallas is a better market than. Got it. You see how you just fell into that hole?
Okay. Is Clay getting promoted more than he was in oh.
I'll give you like 10 names, Kenyon. Unrestricted. So I'm not doing player options or none of that.
No, just unrestricted.
Brooke Lopez, he's a buck now.
No, okay,
big time.
Clint Capella,
Ooh.
Bruce Brown, Malcolm Brogdon, Miles Turner,
We need to get Bruce.
Tim Hardaway Jr.,
he could help.
D'Angelo Russell, Little D-Lo,
Little D-Lo.
Karis LeVert, Luke Kennard, Dennis Schroeder,
Luke Kennard could help.
Steven Adams.
Luke Kennard could help. He's a shooter.
Dennis Schroeder can help.
Tim Hardaway Jr. could help. He's a shooter.
Hey, I'm Giannis Antetokounmpo. I
them
call
dudes-
any of those dudes
yes.
on that list.
Yes, I'll give you
Except
that
for
list.
Brogdon.
Listen,
Except
hold
for
on.
Brogdon.
I give
So now
you that
we're gonna-
list.
now
no,
we're
no,
gonna- we're
that
gonna
list
move
that
the
he just.
goalpost.
No, I'm not
That's
moving
not
nothing.
an all-star, though.
That
It's
list
not.
that he just gave me, absolutely.
All the free agents
Unrestricted guys. None of those guys are stars that's going to
Yep.
replace Dame Lillard.
Yep.
So those guys are bench guys that could help.
So now we're
Right?
looking
No,
for
no, no,
guys
no,
who
no,
are
no,
going to
no, no,
replace
no.
Dame Lillard.
That's going to move. That's going to help.
Superstars.
That's going to help. No, a star. Give me a star.
Is Dame
None
a
of those-
superstar?
I said so. Give me a star.
That's going to replace Dame.
No, that's going to help Giannis. Those
While
guys
Dame
are
is
solid-
down.
While Dame, because he's going to miss the entire year.
Okay.
He's out all next year.
Okay.
I'm not saying give me a superstar. Give me a star.
But there
A
aren't.
free agent.
Remember, there aren't any available.
So therefore you gotta make a trade.
This has been summers.
So therefore you gotta make a
summers
trade.
every summer. Think every summer. If I'm a GM and I look at that list, and I'm like, yo, this list is crazy. I ain't got nothing to pick from this summer. This is all I got. So think about that. Like,
How about the list last summer? What did they grab last summer?
Oh, I got a reason.
What was the list of summer before that? Who the fuck did they grab that summer to? I mean, we can go every summer. if
Name
you wanna
them.
go.
Yeah, no, but I'm just
name them. Because obviously this summer, you said all of them will pick up the phone.
of that list that he just named.
All of them.
They would.
All of them.
Yeah, they
I'm
would.
pretty sure last summer, all of them would pick up the
But
phone
who could help
too.
though? But so therefore, if the list they can pick the phone up, but other guys that he needs shooters and athleticism, and they need to get off of fucking Brooke Lopez.
If all he got to do is do what LeBron been doing, call the niggas you need and tell them to come over here and help me.
Oh man, I'm glad you
Help
said that.
me, help you.
How many people do you think LeBron called to come down to Cleveland before he decided
None.
he was going to go to Miami?
None. Rich called everybody.
On whose behalf?
I don't know.
How many
they
people-
would say, I know nothing about who called who, but
How
he know
many
who
people
called
do
who.
you think
Ain't nobody going.
he called to pick up the phone and come and play with me so we can win a championship? You don't think he asked Melo? You don't think he asked Dwayne Wade? early? You don't think he called Chris Bosh, and when Chris Bosh said, hell no, I'm not coming down, I'm trying to leave the cold, right? You don't think none of these calls has happened? All superstars usually get on the phone and try to use their power. When Kobe called, who he needed. Yo, Dwight, I want you to come. Right? That's him calling. Because players respect players. So you're going to get more done by the player calling, not the general manager. So 1,000% Giannis has called players to try to come there, but it is Milwaukee. Same like when Dame was in, you don't think Dame called anybody to try to come help him?
I hope Giannis comes out and says, yo, I've never called
I
anybody.
text his brother.
I've never called anybody. He never called anybody to help me.
Yeah, but
I hope he say that.
Yeah,
You got to come out and say that, bro.
I text his brother.
Just say it just for the trolling's sake. Just troll for the sake. I never called anybody to tell them to come play with me until this summer.
Until this summer, that's going to come up. That
You need help.
Okay. Well, we'll hopefully I get a text back. 'Cause I text.
Ain't nobody going to Milwaukee, bro.
You know it. Y'all gonna see.
Ain't nobody going.
Y'all tripping, man. Everybody better go where they can fit. Fuck that shit. What you mean you ain't going? Shit.
Man.
Lil Quint Dickey.
I said, that's better than that.
That's where you want to go? That's where you want to go. Okay. 23-hour lockdown. Okay. Yeah. Shoot program.
The LaQuint Dickey Mining Company.
But you don't want to go to Milwaukee, nigga, please.
Hell no. I'd rather throw rocks at cars.
You know what kind of cheese they got in Milwaukee?
You rather throw rocks at cars, Swaggy?
Yeah.
I had my last stop of my career was there. I had a cup of tea in that motherfucker, right? Coffee, tea, whatever you want to call it.
You no beer. That.
If you want was it Milwaukee Bush,
Milwaukee's
whatever
best?
that is?
Yeah.
Milwaukee's
Yes.
Milwaukee's best.
Yes.
A fine brew.
Come on now.
Milwaukee's
Come on
best,
now,
right?
Kay. You put the jersey on now.
I did. I got it at the house, right? And I'm here to tell you. Bro, I'm here to tell you.
Don't do it, man.
I was in that motherfucker dead. I got to that bitch in motherfucking January.
Very cold.
Dead winter. Dead fucking winter. As much as I wanted to play basketball, every morning I got up to go to fucking practice. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here, Kenyon?
Preference, man.
No. I didn't been listen, I've lived everywhere I've played besides the Clippers. Everywhere I've played since I left Dallas, Texas, it snowed. When I went to Cincinnati, it snowed. I left there and went to Jersey, it snowed. I left there and went to Denver, it snowed. We left there and went to China for them 3 months, it fucking snowed.
Mm-hmm.
Came back with the Clippers, then went to New York for 2, it snowed.
Mm-hmm.
So the snow ain't the issue.
Okay. What's the issue?
If it ain't snowing.
It's the place where it's snowing.
Yeah.
Trust me, it ain't the snow that's bothering the people. It's the place where the snow. It snows like motherfucking Chicago.
When I go and it snow, I ain't got no other place to go.
I hear you. Listen, everywhere you go, they treat you nice. You go to the steakhouse, Carnival, they give you a steak.
Cheese, please.
Hey, they give you a steak. They give you a steak knife with your name on it. All they treat you great.
Man, why could you not want that kind of cheese? They bring that shit out.
A steak knife with your name on it. What if your name is
This
OJ?
kind of Gouda. Gouda cheese, nigga. You ain't had no Gouda before.
It's a
Come
different.
on, nigga. You know what Gouda is. Iggy showed you that Gouda, nigga. This Gouda. Different. You put this on the cracker.
I used to get mad.
You put the cheese on the cracker
I
and
used
you
to
eat
get mad going out there for family reunions. I ain't know what.
Speaking with your Milwaukee
So you
family.
can't avoid it. You can't
Still
avoid
looking
your
for you,
lineage,
Swaggy.
man.
Still looking for
You
you.
got kids out there.
All right, well,
God damn.
let's keep this thing moving.
And Jesus.
Hey, when KD was a free agent, who called him, Ken? It was players, right?
Okay.
It was players? When LeBron was a free agent last year, who the fuck called him and tried to convince him to come on over there?
Oh, we know.
Right? So they called each other trying to convince each other that it's what stars do, trying to call it. So the fact that you don't really think Giannis actually called anybody is just sick in itself. So he's just different than the other stars that's trying to fucking team up. Right? Can you come help me? I think we can play well together.
Win. We watch him play every day. If ain't nobody else in the NBA trying to win every game,
that nigga's trying to win.
He trying to win every game he fucking playing. So I'm pretty sure he didn't motherfucking call everybody that was available from the time they won that championship before and now.
Hey man, all Shaq's saying is if you haven't, you might want to think about it.
Well, you don't think about it because ain't nobody coming there.
All right, well, let's keep
I ain't saying he has to leave. I'm not saying he has to join the big market. I'm not saying that at all. If he does, great. But as stand right now, he gonna have hard motherfucking time trying to get convince a motherfucker to come to Milwaukee.
It's just even harder in Milwaukee. Like hard times is harder in Milwaukee. Have you ever had a hard time in LA and a hard time in Milwaukee? It's just so different. Down there want to kill yourself.
I had a hard time.
We're not suggest that, Swaggy.
I had a hard time in Minnesota, then I had to have a hard time in Sacramento.
That's two hard motherfucking places.
I live a hard life. It's a hard life.
So PG, LeBron, I think.
Hard life.
Right? I'd rather have, yeah.
I was coming from New Hampshire. I mean, it's been difficult everywhere. But you rise. You rise. You rise through the fire. Through the fire.
He already has.
Let's keep
We've been
this
out here in
thing
LA
moving.
ever since. You know what I'm saying?
A beautiful
That's
city.
retirement, though.
God bless Luka Doncic. Let's keep this thing moving. Today's podcast is sponsored by Rough Greens. Sometimes in life, if you want to get to the truth, you got to look at the numbers. Unfortunately, 50% of all dogs over 10 years old will die of cancer. Other 40 to 50% will suffer miserably from skin issues or joint problems. This is widely attributed to your dog's diet. These numbers are what inspired Dr. Dennis Black to create Rough Greens. So here's the good news. With thousands of testimonials and 5-star reviews every month, Rough Greens is now the #1 all-natural dog supplement in America. They've helped millions of pups stay active and be healthy, and your pup could be next. You don't have to change your dog's food to improve your dog's health. Just add a scoop of Rough Greens. Fetch a free Jumpstart trial bag for your dog today. You just cover shipping. Go to roughgreens.com. Just use promo code ARENA. That's RUFF greens.com, promo code ARENA. You don't have to change your dog's food to improve your dog's health. Just add a scoop of Rough Greens. Kenyon, you've given the product to both of your dogs. How have they been enjoying Rough Greens?
Gave it to them this morning before I came here.
Okay.
So, yeah, nah.
Gotta sprinkle it on there.
Yeah, sprinkle it on the food, man. Look up, the product is green, of course.
Sprinkle me, baby.
Yeah, they like it. It enhances the food, their food. So they enjoy it. The little treats they get as well.
Well, shout out to our good friends at Rough Greens for supporting the movement. Make sure you get some Rough Greens today. So, NBA Finals tips off tonight. As a reminder, two small market juggernauts we will all be watching because we are real basketball fans, watching intently every single play, breaking it down, analyzing it, multiple TVs on around the house. So we have two people on this couch that know what it feels like to be in the NBA Finals. Kenyon, your net squad's made back-to-back Finals appearances in your second and third seasons in the league. Swaggy, you won a chip with the Warriors in your last full season in the league. Gil, you also won a Battle Mode 2 championship.
I had to check because you said NBA championship. I thought you just said championship because I was going to be with you. Because I was going to be with you and just like, yeah.
I do have a little league,
I got to
little
get
league
put my
championship
shit
under
up
my
there,
belt.
but you said NBA, so let me back
That's
up.
why I'm wearing the jewelry, so I got to really support the youth.
They give those out for?
For Little League champions. I don't know what the other teams get. Pat on the back. Better luck next year. Shai, you also have a championship as well, so you can speak to this. But what are the days leading up to the NBA Finals like? Like, what's Ken, you had I think a 4 or 5 day break between your first one. Want to say a little bit longer between your second one, but what are
a little bit longer?
Like 8 days, y'all got the sweep, got to hang out for a little bit. What are those days though, leading up to? I did the research.
Oh yeah.
No, man, people don't know, man. Y'all better. What your motherfucker be saying? Y'all better Google me. No, honestly, it was fucking long ago, man. The lead up.
It's excitement and tension. You get to come to LA for the first
it was
one.
preparation, man, at that point, right? You're just getting prepared. It's going over schemes and different things like that, getting shots up and trying to make sure everybody whole, right? You ain't got no nagging injuries and lingering little things. So you got a few days in between the games. Like you said, we had 4 or 5 days in between the first one, a little longer on the second one. So, but yeah, no, it's... So the first one, it was nobody really expected us to be there. So it was us trying to, I'm saying, like, prove to people that we belong, basically. The second one, we thought we belonged there. Thought we had a legitimate shot to win. So yeah, the second one is, like I said, there's a lot of days in between, but us just ready to get going, man. Like ready to go out and prove to people that we belong here, and there's gonna be a long series. And we split the first 2 games in San Antonio, so that was like huge for our confidence going home. But it's still basketball, but it is the finals. I was the same age as these guys, a lot of these guys that's playing for Oklahoma City now, right? I was 20, just turned 23. I was 24, I think. 23 in the first and 24 in the second one. So,
yeah, we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but taking
young.
on that juggernaut Lakers squad in the midst of their three-peat.
Yeah, but it's going to be nerves, of course, man, for them dudes, man. This is a big stage. It's the biggest stage you could possibly be on, and you want to perform well. So,
and then Swaggy, your last full season in Adam Silver's National Basketball Association, won a championship with the Golden State Warriors. Now have championship experience as a result of that. Very instrumental in helping that team get over the top.
Just feel, oh man, just bringing back all the emotions, man. But now right after the game, we had a game 7 against Houston. That's when, I thought, we won. I was celebrating. They let Nick celebrate, but
you did have a legendary speech after that game.
This ain't it. We got one more series to go, but right after the next day we had a team meeting. Everybody got, not like a team meeting, like we had problems, but just like a sit-down meeting, what people expect, what people want, going over schemes. If you wanted to get shots up, you could get shots up. And then it's like media. The media is just like college, everybody got little sections and shit. You gotta just put that time in, but the most important part is film. We watched a lot of film. We had a lot of team films and going over schemes, and that's about it. Worried about LeBron, that's what we was worried about.
51-8-8 in that game 1. Unfortunately, J.R. Smith opted not to try to take the game-winning bucket, called a timeout instead.
So they understand the So y'all had motherfucking goddamn.
We worried about Blunt, yeah.
Trying to stop, like us going out there, bitch, game 1, trying to figure out how to guard Shaq. Like, shit, how the hell finna go on out here, man?
It's the difference, man. I'll find out.
And Gil, you were blessed to win a Battle Mode 2-on-2 championship, first ever.
After being down 2-0.
After coming down 2-0.
I went to the national championship game, brother.
Okay, you did, but
okay.
I want to talk about the championship.
I got hurt.
I know.
So I went there.
You were there.
I experienced round 1 in the playoffs. Got the round 2. Got 4-0'd. So
yeah, well, hey, tried your best.
I can tell you, no matter how much we studied, I don't care how much we studied for that Shaquille O'Neal, D Wade, Miami. Goddamn it, we was getting swept. Okay, all right. Right. I watch hours and hours of video of knowing that motherfucker was about. Hey, listen, they was so in front of us that Shaq didn't even play 2 games and they swept us. He was like, yeah, out there, I ain't going, we good, y'all. I ain't going down to DC. I'm staying on back here, get ready for the third. Like, damn. Yeah, that's how bad that was.
Did not even come to the nation's capital.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
the House of Representatives.
Each round is a little bit focused, right? You got to focus. Yeah, just playoffs itself.
Yeah,
so I can only imagine, when you get to them next rounds. Because what, just first round alone, we playing, Chicago, then what's the name, and all the prep work you're getting for those games, and just to make it to the next round, you're talking about sacrificing, and focusing on the next 3-4 weeks, month and a half, where you ain't in a relationship with your family. right? There's no, taking your kids and doing all that. That shit is, we gotta wait. You know what I mean? We gotta wait. I mean, I'm 2 weeks in, and it's like, yo, hey, watch out. Right? There's none of that.
You ain't doing nothing. You ain't going out, nothing.
Yeah, because you're playing for me, I can speak from my experience, playing a lot of minutes, knowing you're gonna play, knowing your team needs you. So those things are real, man. It was that. It was nothing else going on. You gotta find somebody to get you a nice meal, maybe, and other than that,
it's locked in, demon time.
Yeah.
You don't want
Real
to be
life.
that guy
Sonny,
that messed
NCAA
up.
champion of the world.
Want to be that guy that messed up? Yeah, that shit.
What's it like just getting ready to play a championship game, eyes of the world on you? A little bit different, obviously, with the Final Four. You have a quick turnaround preparing from one team to the next, but...
Well, in my experience, it was just another day at the office. It wasn't no real change of anything. Just keep doing what we've been doing to get here. We was blowing teams out. So it was more of our focus and execution than anything. Keep our foot on the gas. Keep doing what we do best. Just be yourself. Don't go out of your element doing anything different. And that was the preparation. It's like a superstition. You get that superstition and you're like, if I don't do it, then I have a bad game. You look back and you're like, see, I didn't fucking do what I did last game. Yeah. So just try to stay the course, stay level-headed, always brush up on all of the schemes and plays and where you see yourself, knowing how to do little things that you've seen from the last game, knowing you got a different team. I just love preparation of everything, so championship, big-time moments, it's always about who's willing to step ahead of the pack and say, all right, I'm ready for this moment, right? So I like that about championship basketball. So
each round is different. I feel if we didn't play in that Memphis series, we wouldn't have beat Memphis. I feel like if he didn't guard, I can't think of his name.
Zach Randolph?
Zach Randolph. I don't think Blake was ready for
You
that.
talking about us?
Yeah,
you was on that team.
I don't.
No, yeah, you're right.
For real, I don't think because he wasn't ready for him.
And that's
each round is different.
But y'all smart enough to understand that.
Put me and Reggie in there.
Yeah,
they got to be physical with him, close the gap.
Understand how to play him.
I know how to guard Zach. Nothing. Zach is very good, but I know how to guard Zach, right? So, and I'm trying.
Blake was scared.
That was the series I was.
Blake had never seen anything like that. You ain't never went up against him. He done went up against everybody. So he like this.
Up to that point, shit, I'm in year fucking 11, 12 at that point.
You done seen everybody.
Yeah, I didn't. Shit, but had to guard everybody.
And that's what when we talk about playoff.
Each round different.
Each round is different. Your star might be outmatched by a certain, so you might have to, and that's what it was. It's like, all right, we're just gonna beat up on. That's what it was. We're gonna beat up on Blake, and then they switched it, and then y'all decided to neutralize him with you and Reggie, and then from there it's like, oh shit, how we gonna flip it back?
Game winning play.
It was like, we don't need Blake. We don't need Blake right now. We don't need Blake for this series. We'll
got other guys that could score. It was just other guys that need to score the ball. So it was.
They was like, we don't need y'all for the Spurs.
Yeah. We need you.
Turn right around. Niggas.
That's what I said. That's the crazy part. We need y'all here. He fine against Duncan.
Right?
Got swept.
Yep.
Got swept. Yeah.
Right. Fuck that I didn't play against this man. Damn the fact that you gonna look like I didn't play against this man in the playoffs in Jersey and Denver and all these other places. And all of a sudden.
Overcoaching, man.
Overcoaching. And probably complaining.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
So he didn't come back with it game one. He supposed to come right back with it game just to see if it worked in this game.
I don't like what happened last series, man. Fuck, only played like 25 minutes. What's going on? Oh, I got you. Yep, lost.
Yeah,
sometimes you got to get out of the round.
Got out motherfucking door.
Yeah, you got to get out of the round, man.
So both the Pacers and Thunder making the second finals appearance in their franchise history, obviously for the Thunder since they've been in Oklahoma City. But this is a lot of guys' first time playing in the finals. Swaggy, you have NBA championship experience during your time with the 2018 Warriors. What advice would you give them on how to navigate playing in the NBA finals?
See, that's where you fucked up at.
Caruso.
No, that's where you fucked up. You said playing.
He played.
I did.
He was instrumental.
Very instrumental. See,
no, I'm just saying, you be adding those little phrases at the end. You should have just kept it an experience.
Look.
As soon as you said playing.
I'm going to let you do it. Go ahead.
I can't ask Gil.
Thank you, that's what I'm saying.
I threw him a battle mode 2-on-2 champion.
All y'all do it. Leave
him alone, man.
Battle mode 2-on-2 champion.
You seen it. You seen it.
Kenyon played.
You seen it.
He played. You know what I mean? Played.
Damn.
Right? You know, get in when the game over with, wave to your family and friends. And
Damn.
You gave me a shout out. GA, that ain't playing, motherfuckers.
Damn.
You made it.
I gave when I won.
You made it. Hey, can you change the word playing into cameo? Just
cameo
I'm gonna let you do it. I'm gonna let you say it. Ask the question.
I was asking the champion.
He know what a champion
You know I don't know how that feels.
You know what it feel like.
You know I don't know how it feels. I would have lost my goddamn mind and that goddamn shit. That had to be different, boy.
It's a great feeling winning, man.
I get excited watching it, so I know just being there, shit, I'd have probably been terrible.
Yeah, but back to
I'm not even gonna
NBA
lie.
champion of the world, Swaggy P. Nick Young.
Man.
Was you nervous?
Hell
Like,
yeah.
Okay, that first game, yeah.
No, you don't want to be that guy that mess up the assignment and fuck up and shit. Cause each round, like Steve Kerr played me this round, and like, just like we were saying, like, it's tough. It's tough, and you got to be on your P's and Q's. You really got to study, cause them guys did it right. Them guys was on every assignment. They knew every assignment, and you want to be that odd guy out. So for Caruso, you got to get guys like that and Wiggins that come in the game and
we have
keep the
black
flow of the
Caruso.
game going cause they could easily, that bench could easily fuck the game up for them. You know, so.
Like I mentioned, you were at that
Stars
game.
gonna be the stars, but I feel like them other guys, when they playing on their game, they make a big difference in the game for sure.
At that game 1 2018, Bron 51-8-8 with J.R. Smith. Watching that play in real time,
Crazy shit.
how absurd was it?
I was confused. The way he looked so confident, I thought they was winning shit. I said, wait, we're winning.
When he got the rebound?
Yeah, when he got the win, I said, hold on. They winning? I was so confused. I said, it was confused because I knew he was up, but he got the rebound and he could have easily went back up, but he dribbled out, and that made me think I looked at the clock wrong. So,
You know what's so funny? I looked at that and I
seen it?
said, you know how like someone says something in the timeout and say, all right, look, if we get the offense, look, we're gonna get the offense rebound. So we're like, I'm gonna get the offense rebound. I'm gonna get the offense rebound.
Yep.
And then you get it. You didn't have another thought after that, right? Your job was to go in there and get the offense
I'm
rebound.
crashing.
I'm crashing.
he was doing the right thing for real.
Oh, I got it. And then dribbled out. That's how I knew when they went into that timeout, the idea of if we get the rebound, this is what we're going to do, then kick into nobody. Because he got the rebound, not one thought about calling a timeout. They're just chilling. Like,
Well, you see Bron trying to do it.
once he started dribbling out, like, it was
Wait
one
to
of
see,
those.
are you going to turn and shoot? He's trying to get a better angle.
I've been there before.
I felt so bad for him.
I think George Hill missed the free
George
throw.
Hill.
George Hill.
Missed the free throw.
I feel so bad.
What was the mood like on the Warriors bench, though, after that moment? Did y'all feel like y'all had dodged?
Yeah.
Or you knew you were going to win anyway?
No, we feel like we dodged that one. That could have changed the series because I don't want to say it, but we felt like the finals was the Rockets because that was but we knew LeBron could change the series if LeBron averaging 50. Shit, like he did. He came out, motherfucker, blew by me and dunked that motherfucker so fast on the JaVale. I felt so bad. The top of the key. I said, this is a different LeBron.
Hey, dog, hey, listen, that's the fucked up part about the playoffs. You done played this team, right? I done played you for 3 seasons. You acting very
You acting different.
You acting brand new. Your body moving different in these playoffs. Like, this ain't the regular season movement now. The fuck you get these new moves from, nigga?
We go ahead and guard J.C. Jordan.
Motherfucker scored 25 straight on the Pistons. Shit. Goddamn.
Nah, it was different, yeah.
This Mo Williams ain't the Mo Williams that played the fucking first 4 fucking games, yo.
I remember that play like
This is my hit, right? He's on fire.
got me on
Shit, where Eric Snow at? God damn. I need to guard Eric Snow because my defense is still regular season. I ain't know.
A tradition like no other. Eric Snow straight in the middle of a good
I ain't know we had to bring playoff defense shit. I got the playoff offense, goddamn it. Give me Eric Snow.
Man.
Shit.
All right, well,
He started whooping my ass. Where that Booby Gibson at? All right, yeah. Give me the Booby.
Yeah, nah, man.
Give me the booty.
I start switching over to anybody.
Oh, no, my first, like I said, J.O. them was my first playoff experience. Was fucking playing the Indiana Pacers, bruh.
Damn.
Like Reggie, J.O., that like, yeah.
And I think they moved you on to Jermaine O'Neal. That was
I was hard J.O. Like, I was.
Had to lock in, put the clamps on them, as they say.
And then for game, they tried to run the play for game. No, nah.
It's weird how like.
He was on top of that?
Huh?
He was on.
Henry ain't let him catch. Dog, I'm not gonna let you catch.
Excited he get talking about defense, bro. You see?
I ain't never looked at that.
Your face light up when you talk about defense, bro. He was just.
He's like, I ain't let him up the ball.
He was smiling and shit. I don't never see him
remember all the
never smile like that.
Remember every single one.
This nigga talking about
Yes.
He's talking about defense,
No, they
like a game winner.
They running the play to try to score for game. That shit means something, bro. They got one play and they trying to run a post up for jail, and you don't even get to touch the ball, though.
Man. They celebrate if he make it, and they celebrate when I stop that shit, turn the water off.
Yeah, no, they got like you don't even get to touch it, so that shit means something.
That's a reward.
That's that game winner.
Nigga, that's a real game winner.
Reggie motherfucker made a 3 at the buzzer to go in overtime. We thought the shit was late. So it was before the replay shit where they couldn't review it. The shit was late, we thought, so we went over there.
Yeah.
I think I played like 55 minutes that night.
Damn, y'all went.
God damn.
That's the 3 overtime?
Yeah, bro. That was the Detroit. No, we played Indiana, and that was game 5. So this was win or go home.
Oh, this first round.
First round, yeah.
Oh, that's
bro,
big,
we was
like,
getting it. Yeah, we was getting it.
All right, well, let's keep this thing moving.
Hell
That's
yeah.
fun when you're part of it. I ain't gonna lie.
Today's podcast is sponsored by SeatGeek. Everyone can use our code ARENA10 and get 10% off your SeatGeek order, whether you're a new customer or not, sports, concerts, festivals, you name it. The weekend is pulling up to SoFi Stadium this month, so a lot of people have been looking on SeatGeek for the best deals, myself included. And the Dodgers are on their quest to repeat as World Series champs. If you recall, in 2024, they defeated the Yankees to win the World Series, another New York team. So you know I'm gonna have to pull up to a few games using SeatGeek. SeatGeek rates on a scale of 1 to 10, so look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. No matter how many times you bought tickets using SeatGeek before, code ARENA10 is gonna get you 10% off your next order. So take out your phone, open the SeatGeek app, and add code ARENA10 to your account.
I have a question.
Yes, sir. King.
It's the same reading like every time you do it.
They allow me to sprinkle in a little bit of my own Josiah-isms.
Like, wouldn't it be like just like more time convenient for yourself? Just shoot it once like a commercial and just
play it up there.
Play it up that motherfucker.
No, because I bring a different level of hosting every day. I'm in my NBA Finals hosting level mode.
But it's
my
the same
small
words.
market juggernaut Finals hosting.
I hear you, but it's the same words.
I know.
I'm just trying to look out for you, brother.
It's live.
But this is kind of this is the only time I feel appreciated on the couch. So.
You want his live every time.
It's kind of my thing I look forward to every day. Who's promoting the show?
You can't play the victim, Joe. Don't get on here playing the victim now.
I know Black. All right, so let's get into the current NBA Finals. As I mentioned, 2 small market juggernauts. Viewership records, look out. The NBA released the names of the officiating crew that will be assigned to this series. Let's take a look at who will be officiating. These fine, distinguished gentlemen, unquestionable in their character and judgment abilities. Tony Brothers, the judge, jury, and executioner, as he said himself. James Capers, Mark Davis, Tyler Ford, the extender, Scott Foster, who is also here in Gil's Arena right now with us. John Goble, David Guthrie, Ben Taylor, Josh Tiven, Gucci Mane, James Williams, Sean Wright, and Zach Zarba.
I don't like So this is the entire crew for this.
This
so,
would be
so it's not game by game. So
the alternates are Courtney Kirkland and Kevin Scott.
that second row is fucking tricky as they goddamn come, boy. Hey, hold on.
Second row.
That
All
second,
of them
that
niggas.
second row. No.
Sean,
I like
Tyler
James.
probably the
I like
only one that's
James.
in.
I like Mark.
Ben Taylor, trash.
I like Tyler.
David, trash. John, trash.
No.
Sean, trash. Josh is okay.
Josh is okay.
Cool.
You cool.
Josh is cool.
You cool.
No, that's second row. Hell.
Zach, oh my God. Zach, oh man.
Yeah, that's second row. No, I like Zach's a great ref.
Man, Zach has
Zach's
his moments.
fair. No, Zach
He have his moments.
Zach is one of the better refs.
When he getting paid,
I like Zach.
he act like he had a little attitude and shit.
No, Zach always been cool.
Tony Brothers, oh, Lord, Mark Davis, jeez.
Mark just don't take no shit. So I'm cool. Listen, so I've always been cool with the fucking Danny Crawfords,
I love Danny.
Who else?
Joey, Danny?
Joey Crawford, Danny Crawford, the fucking Bob Delaney.
Delaney was
all
cool.
the dudes that didn't take no shit, right?
Yeah.
I've always been cool with them dudes that came out there, did their job, was stern in their approach. You knew what you was getting. It's these tricky motherfuckers who you feel like cheating you.
You can look at the look on their face, man.
You can't.
John Goble
motherfuckers don't have enough experience.
John
to be,
Goble.
Or listen,
John Goble, like he about to sell you some bad insurance.
like you ain't you ain't been around this shit long enough to have your attitude the way it is when I try to ask you a fucking question.
Back.
Like some of them dudes, like I'm like, oh man, you ain't that fucking important. So therefore now I have to tell you, ain't nobody here to fucking watch you, dog.
Man, Tom Cruise and Gucci Man.
I think they are there to watch Gucci
and
Man,
Smeagol.
James Williams.
Tom Cruise, Smeagol, and
I like
Gucci
the
Man.
bottom row
I didn't know.
of ref, the middle one, like
Out of school, right?
Tyler.
Zach Garber looked like the dude.
They can put Tyler on the second row because I didn't see
Zach looked like the dude that
I
run
like
the
Zach.
podcast.
But that second row tricky as a motherfucker, boy.
You know the podcast. You know the podcast. Dude be talking that shit. He look just like him.
Brother.
This is brother.
Whole R&B name.
Tony Others, as he's also known.
Una.
Tony Brothers.
Sean.
Smooth.
Sean looked like he be in the
R&B
Tyler
name,
Perry
bro.
cast. He a Tyler Perry cast.
James Williams, best hairline of all the refs.
Yeah, you just got to ask Tony Brother before the game what kind of game it's going to be. Are you going to be a try nigga friend today or you going to bullshit?
Because I'm gonna call you Smeagol for sure.
Yeah, because you got to ask them, hey, we on bullshit today or we cool? Because
I got
Okay, speaking of that, if we're on bullshit today, are we cool? What's more important to you during the finals, allowing physicality or consistency in the whistle? We've seen it go both ways this postseason.
you know, consistency, man. Like, you don't want to feel like you're out that bitch being cheated. Or a team getting a better whistle than you are. Like, ain't nothing like that shit. So, yeah, I don't. The physicality, because that's going to be, because we're in the finals now, right? They going to let you hoop.
Yeah.
So, yeah, being consistent, man. Don't. Ain't nothing like you being on the biggest stage and feel like you're being fucking cheated. So,
Did you ever feel that way?
that I was being cheated, not in the finals, because they were just, but during your career, during certain times, hell yeah, man, like you, shit yeah.
You talking
Hell
about that? I think game against the Nuggets after the trade.
They traded everybody, yeah. Everybody gone. They have 70. 30 shot attempts, not one free throw. Not one. Just took 27.
Man, you had 30 shots?
Took 10 for 30. And I was positive that game.
No free throws.
Not a goddamn free throw. They was keeping me off that line, goddammit. And he was there. The original. The OG Terminator. The OG.
The last Donnie.
Yeah, he was on that game. Because somebody asked me, I was like, man, I said, the only time I really felt like, yo, they out here cheating. And I was like, man, I remember after we played, Cole and we went down to Denver. Denver just traded they had nobody left, right? Like they only had like 6, 7 people. And I said, we playing, it's just we couldn't get over the hump.
Did I play that game?
We couldn't get over the hump. And I'm like, I'm driving, getting hit, nothing. Just Earl Boykins got like 15 free throws. And I'm sitting like, yo, how you come on? And I remember saying, man, why y'all cheating us, man? How damn?
I don't like to hear that.
I'd rather them let us play. Right? I'd rather go out there because it's always asking before the game, y'all gonna let us play? It's gonna be a close game, or you gonna call it close, or we gonna let us play?
Yeah.
Trying to figure that out before the game is first 5 minutes. They gonna let us play, or they gonna call it close. Depending on how you play. You play lazy, they gonna call it lazy. You play aggressive, they gonna have to be watching for that whistle. You adjust on the fly as a player too. I think that's what these other players are not doing. They're not adjusting to whether they calling it close tonight. Get your fucking hands off. Don't pick up no stupid fouls. They calling it close. Hey man, they let shit go tonight. They letting shit go tonight, man. They letting shit go. They ain't calling shit, bro. I think that was used to be the recognition for me when I was playing. I mean, you figured that out. You knew how to maneuver with the refs or run with them or run against them. If you running against them, that mean you didn't get the memo in the captain's circle.
But there's always them players like Shaq and James and shit that know how to get them fouls. I hated that shit
from the beginning.
So these finals have been criticized for some, not us here at Gills Arena, presented by Underdog, whoop whoop, for featuring two small markets in Oklahoma City and Indiana. I believe 22nd and 27th media markets based out of 28. Obviously, New York has.
When you say
teams.
media markets, what do you mean?
Media market size. Yeah. So
social media is not.
Because you know the social media market is vast and expansive, which is why we are supportive.
So there shouldn't even be no 22 or 27.
Based on TV market size, I think. But obviously, we have technology.
I'm just being
now.
petty. You can go.
No, I know. I'm aware. But Adam Silver was asked about these two small market teams meeting in the finals yesterday on FS1's Breakfast Ball. And here was Adam Silver's response.
It's one thing I really admire about the NFL. I mean, if we were going into a Super Bowl and it was Packers against Steelers, you guys would be celebrating that. Those would be storied franchises. People wouldn't be talking about, the fact that Pittsburgh is a small market. So in fact, I'm happy whatever team ends up in the finals, but it's been intentional from our standpoint to create a system, a collective bargaining agreement that allows more teams to compete. And just by way of background, we're going to have to go through a process of getting to the point where people are accustomed to tuning into the finals because it's the two teams that deserve to be there and it's the best basketball. Similar to, again, with the Super Bowl, if I asked somebody if they were going to watch the Super Bowl, they wouldn't say who's playing. It's a national holiday. And now that's nirvana.
That's the goal.
I'm not saying we're anywhere close to that yet. There's still, if the Knicks are in the finals, there's a segment of our fan base that's going to watch that may not watch if it's other teams. But my job is to get people to love and follow this game. And so that if you're a huge basketball fan, you should want to tune into the finals because that's the best basketball.
Packers Steelers Super Bowl getting compared to this NBA Finals. Are small markets in the finals actually a good thing for the league in the long run?
Yes.
And why do you think?
Because this is what they're trying to do. So their formula for salary caps and different things like that is working, right? They are not letting the Lakers and these teams with all the money in the bigger markets, that they're not letting them dictate the outcome of each free agency. So it's working. The formula that they're trying to implement is working. So.
David Stern no longer here with us. Do you think this would be a formula that he would have embraced during his time as commissioner?
I don't know where it went wrong. I remember small markets being in the finals back in the day. Shit. And it was good. Everybody was excited.
When you say back in the day, what day?
I know the opposite team was probably, like Chicago was a big market. Is Chicago considered a big market? If Chicago was in the finals now, would they be considered a big market?
Would Michael Jordan be on there too?
No.
They do have the Gilbert.
Like if they had that team, I think it depends on the player more than anything. For me, like I don't think we would be saying it was a small market if I keep going back, but if Ant-Man was in the finals right now.
If Giannis is in the finals,
That's what I'm saying.
What they say is a small market?
Yeah.
They did. When Jokic was in the finals, did they say it was a small market? They
Depends on
did.
who playing.
Shea is here, and obviously they're having a conversation about the small market. So it actually is not something that's fake. It's a real thing if they're actually talking about it, and he has to address it.
We didn't have this when OKC was OKC with KD. Nobody said small market then.
Miami.
It was.
Who they play against? Miami.
It was small market.
LeBron James. Did they not do
Big
that?
shit. I'm just saying.
Whatever-
That's why I said it depends on the player. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, can
It's
I-
Miami's the big market.
You want me to explain it to you? I can explain
It's
it.
KD and Westbrook and was playing.
I can explain it.
Yeah.
CBA. They released an article after the CBA called Contraction. NBA going into contraction. Contraction is to integrate all of the players in the big market teams and try to ease the small market teams out of the picture. So what happened with the big threes after 2011? Big market teams, right? So you try to dilute the small market teams by isolating those stars who are on those small market teams. Like we've been having the Giannis conversation. Where are we pushing them to? Big market. It's called contraction. They tried to do that back then. It's full circle now, so it's easier to do it because the big markets hold all the money. But what we've proven is that Denver can win, Milwaukee can win, and this new team right now, whoever it is, they can win too. So we're showing that small market teams have kind of went opposite of the plan that they've put out since then. 2012, contraction, big market teams are gonna win because they got big market. We got more money. But what they're finding is it don't mean you got better players.
So with all that being said about small markets winning, how is that panned out?
What do you mean?
How has it panned out? Because you just named a bunch of small market teams. So why is that even a topic today? Denver won, Milwaukee won, all these small markets is won. So we should be used to it then. So why are they complaining and making a big deal today? Because it is a problem.
Who's complaining?
And we make these narratives towards the NBA though, I feel like.
We
The
make
NBA
them?
got a lot of negative narratives on it compared to other sports.
So we can't accept who here and the reasons why. We got to do the hypothetical.
From the All-Star weekend to this shit, like it's just, I don't know.
But I mean, I would say if the product, and this not talking about the finals, we're talking about All-Star Weekend. If the product's good, people will watch it.
You say that, but so the product hasn't been good.
Would you say the NBA All-Star Game was a good product this year?
No, he's agreed that
the
it's
finals.
good. He's agreed.
The finals.
I'm
has
watching
never
every
been-
game of the finals.
What I'm
because
saying is,
getting a check.
but the finals has never been when San Antonio was playing. Who did they play in the finals one year?
The Pistons.
That wasn't a good finals, but it was low views. But it wasn't a good finals on who was playing, but nobody wanted to watch. I mean, it's just, was that the two smallest markets that played since this one? Was that the last time two small markets played?
Phoenix, Milwaukee. No.
Huh?
Oh, Phoenix.
Phoenix, Milwaukee. Yeah.
That wasn't bad.
And so it's, so we should be used to it then, but obviously.
We wanted to see good basketball, Gil. That's at least us here at Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop.
Well, they don't have the power to control putting the big market team in the big spots. That's obvious. Cleveland won. They was winning out. Indiana ended up winning out. New York, a big market team, but they didn't have big market players. They just like Indiana.
Yeah.
Right? So you ain't really considering New York
That's what
a
I'm
big
saying.
market because they players are not that. So all of the big players and big markets are out of the playoffs because why? They're just chasing the bread over here, not seeing the team is trying to build morale based on winning in a small market, which builds up value in that small market. It may not be the value of a big market, but it's bigger than what they were before. Like Caitlin Clark coming to the Fever, man, that's a jump, and it don't matter where she go. So depending on how we look at the NBA, it's like, yo, the jump is gonna happen somewhere.
So with the Caitlin Clark side, that's a star power thing, right? Whatever
That's star power, that's not
whatever
market
team she would have been on.
But remember who was there the last 2 years? They had 2 number 1 picks.
Star
Right?
power.
So
not
they're trying to build something. That's always something. You get a little bit of boost.
You have the juice. I like it. So The Thunder enter this series as heavy Las Vegas favorites, minus 700 to win the series, meaning you need to bet $700 to win 100. Only 6 teams in NBA history have ever been larger favorites entering the finals, and all 6 of those teams went on to eventually win the title. So any extra pressure on the Thunder due to being heavy favorites in these finals?
Nah.
They're not worried.
Yes. Favorites for a reason.
Brandon Jennings crazy.
Pacers and 6.
Okay, you saw the post?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Brandon Jennings out of his
Yes.
mind, man.
Did you see that earlier?
Yeah, so I just had to look. I just went back like, hold on.
For another show.
Yeah,
with
absolutely.
the NBA draft quickly approaching. But
So I'm looking at it like this, like next to each other, right? I'm like,
no extra pressure though on this Thunder team. Gil, as a recent but dedicated, devoted Thunder fan, unwavering loyalty for this particular moment.
What you asking, man?
So
what did Vegas put?
hey,
What is Vegas at? Minus
700.
700.
Cool, I got
Has any
700.
teams that was minus 700 have they lost?
Only 6 teams in NBA history have been larger favorites entering the finals.
Did
All
any
six.
of them lose?
They have all.
Oklahoma City. Y'all probably want to get this man to stop wearing y'all gear and shit, cause the only team that he didn't like, he bandwagon jumping and shit, right? Every team he didn't cheer for.
Indiana.
Technically, he is cheered for every
That
single
was,
team.
that was already going. That was already going. So
Indiana
no,
lose.
no, but you didn't pick the team right now, though. So you're not going for Indiana right now. You picked your side now, is what I'm
If
saying.
Indiana win tomorrow, if Indiana win tonight, who you think I'm representing on Monday?
But no.
I'm gonna be Indiana.
Well, there is a game 2 on
I'm
Sunday.
gonna be
Gil, so-
Indiana, right? So I'm gonna win.
No,
I'm repping.
That's not going.
want to argue.
I'm
I'm not
repping.
arguing, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm
Don't put it
repping.
in
What
the,
was
hey,
the start of the New
y'all ever seen that movie, The Bronx Tale?
Yeah.
And
Great cinema.
And motherfucking, I bet not crap. And what's motherfucking Harlem Night? Was the nigga told him to put the kid and put him in the bathroom, little janky motherfucker, you.
When I'm shooting.
Hey, when I
Like
and,
this.
and I bet not crap.
Minus 700. The
Hey,
6 teams are
I
40.
can't
They
stand to
lose?
look at his face. Put him in the bathroom. He bad luck. Gil bad luck. I'm telling you.
You know how horrible you have to be for Vegas to make it 700.
A minus
This
700.
is like a Mayweather fight.
Is it 700 or is it a 9?
Mike Tyson.
I bet you it changed after game
Is it
one.
700 or is it 9? Right.
What was
What?
it with
It's
New
the
York?
bet you it
What
changed
was
after
it that started
game
in
one.
New York and Indiana?
Like
series?
150.
I'll find that out for you.
I don't even know who was favorite. It was going back and forth during the series. For
I'm
the
talking about
Indiana.
the first game. I know everybody
You know
had New
how
York.
dog, you know 700? Like, that's literally a Mayweather fight where if you're going to bet, like, we know Mayweather's going to win, but if you're going to bet with him, you're going to have to put the house on it. I got to put $100,000 to win 10.
to win $10.
But it's still a good bet.
And what's the bet for OKC?
Right.
Minus 700.
Minus
So
700.
If you put $700
Mike
down,
Tyson
you can win
busted
$100.
Douglas. Shit.
You can win 100. You got to bet
Mike
700 to win 100.
Mike Tyson busted Douglas.
I don't know what that was.
Mike Tyson didn't train the way he was supposed to.
I know, but that's
I
what
don't
I'm
know what-
saying.
These
No.
boys, Indiana ready to
I
motherfucking
don't
play.
know what
That's
that
what
is.
Fuck with all
I don't know
y'all
what
talking
that did,
about.
but we know how many teams has been
Douglas won.
above this?
6 other teams.
6 other teams. Can you name those teams?
We will pull that
Chicago,
information.
Chicago.
But all 6 of those teams.
2001 Lakers, 2018 Warriors, 96 Bulls,
96.
99 Spurs, 2000 Lakers, 2002 Lakers.
2002 Lakers.
So they had that on y'all too?
Yeah, we're kicking our ass. They swept us.
That's the swept one, right?
Very close, though,
remember
Kane.
that.
Very
I
close.
remember
So that means that Denver playing against that YMCA team Miami, they had a better chance than this Indiana team, is what they're saying?
But quickly, is that where the Lakers hate comes from?
What? No.
It just has been there.
I'm tired of y'all fucking talking about him every day.
But we don't talk about
Hey,
that.
don't talk to me.
You too.
I'm gonna talk about him anyway.
No, they was better than we were.
Huh?
They were better than we were. That's
Shit,
all.
AI got a game. Shit.
No.
Yeah, I got a game. Yeah.
Damn. Damn.
And?
Got a game. Yeah,
Damn.
However,
Damn.
So don't you start, bitch. I've been leaving you alone. See, I had nothing to say. Listen,
No, what was they?
Hold on. When Gil was roasting your ass about not playing in the finals and all that shit, I let you make it.
Leave me
I
alone.
didn't have nothing to say.
Leave me alone.
I ain't had nothing to say.
Yeah, I
Gil
ain't say that.
when Gil was roasting you about not
Big so,
playing,
yeah, 2001.
I let you make it.
Get off.
I let you make it.
I didn't say
Right?
that. Man, I didn't never.
It wasn't it.
Me?
No, let me see.
Which
Me?
Get off.
They didn't say your team.
was 2002.
What is it?
Oh, see, look at you jumping to conclusions.
2002
2001, 2000 Lakers, 2002 Lakers.
Yes, both
But
Lakers.
the 2004 Lakers were also
Okay.
minus 700 just for those.
Yeah.
They was?
They were.
Ooh.
Who was?
So that's the only one I got upset.
They did get upset.
So they got the 2004 Lakers going into the.
Yeah.
Damn.
So so Detroit was the only one that.
Yeah, I was shocked they lost that one too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Small market team?
Small market, yeah.
What was that
No one
series?
cared. Like,
What was that series? The Lakers in 04 against Detroit. 4-1.
yeah. They were
Damn,
bad.
everyone.
Carmelo
Everyone
fucked them
won?
up not being there, yeah.
I thought it was at least two.
They couldn't spread that floor for shit.
What series was when Fisher hit that goddamn
Against the
0
Spurs?
points? Oh, that was Spurs. Okay.
We asked the chat, is small market finals a good thing for the NBA? 78% of the chat believes that small market finals is good for the NBA. They will all be watching.
No, they're not.
The NBA finals tonight.
They're not going to be watching.
They're real basketball fans, good.
What
This is the Gills Arena chat.
Watch.
Presented by Underdog. We'll
So when the numbers come out, it should be better than.
No,
it don't have to be
People that's supposed
better,
to watch
but
gonna watch.
yeah.
Oh,
Everybody in this chat is a
We're not
real
saying Knicks
basketball
fans
fan.
gonna watch. We're not saying Lakers fans.
No, they gonna watch. Everybody's gonna watch.
Everybody's gonna
Hate
It's
watch?
basketball.
It is high level
What are you
basketball.
talking about?
Yeah, we know, yeah.
The two most
Everybody's
deserving
gonna be
teams.
watching the game, bro. They want to know who's gonna win.
It's the two most deserving teams.
I dig it.
So on Monday, when we come here on Monday, there shouldn't be no proof. So it should be, how many people in this world?
Man, don't
and
do that.
it should be what?
With 7,
30,
8
40,000 people watching these final games, right? So,
I
so
expect
that
us to
did
break
say
a record.
1.7, 2.1.
I think we're going to break a record for the Monday show because we're going to have 2 finals games to cover.
Like, why do we live in fantasy world, man? Like, this is good for the league when usually small markets is only capitalized by the city itself, right? Like the man said exactly what I was saying. Oklahoma fans who don't leave Oklahoma for the most part, they will be watching their team. A New York fan base won't be watching.
You don't think
Oklahoma.
they'll be hate watching? They'll be preying on Tyrese Halliburton's downfall?
Why hasn't it happened in life? Why is this a subject today? You don't think Milwaukee, when Milwaukee and Suns was there, why wasn't the rest of the world watching for the views to be there? Why are we pretending this is not a real thing? We're trying to talk in fantasy world.
I was watching all
It is a thing that this man is having a full fucking conversation about the views. Is he not having a conversation on national TV about, hey, is this good for the league? Because their ratings is probably going down. Our numbers is going down because there's only a few teams in basketball, football, baseball that people generally want to talk about because there's more New York people in this world, around the world. When you go to Laker games, right? If Lakers is playing in New York, are there going to be Laker fans in there? Yes. If New York comes to LA, is there going to be LA fans there? Right? I mean, New York fans there. When Lakers move, when Dallas goes and play, I don't give a fuck where Dallas goes. They will have a large amount of fans there, right?
But you can say the same thing about the Steelers, who will take over the entire city.
I don't give a fuck where OKC go. They not going to have no fans in Cleveland. They not, okay? They won't. It's a thing, man. Like, we can sit here and play around and try to convince each other that, you know, the NBA is benefiting from these two small markets. No, these two small markets benefit.
Which is good for the NBA.
Right? If we say franchises, the most expensive franchises in sports. I don't need to know none of the goddamn sports, but I can tell you what cities they possibly are in. And I can tell you, I'm sure none of them, or at least half, ain't even won no championship worth of shit. But the city itself, the franchise itself, is worth a lot of money because of this city it stays in. And I guarantee you there's going to be teams that's won championships and they're going to be somewhere at the bottom.
Where big market teams win every year.
Let me just cut the NBA to just.
So why don't they just make sure a big market? Because you can't.
Because it would be obvious.
Because you can't.
It would be obvious.
Because you can't. Because you can't. Because we over here in Cleveland, Milwaukee, Indiana. We like, hey man, they got plans to put these big market teams in these slots, but we like, yo, fuck them.
How many championships have had
it made
small?
sense.
Okay,
I
think
think like
NCAA.
Wait, there's been how many championships? How far you want to go back?
I don't know, man.
Two small market teams have actually been.
That means that small market teams can't even win. According to you, it's like
I didn't say
it's
nothing
not
about
good
winning.
for the league.
I'm saying for the league.
It's good
I
for
didn't
the
say nothing
league.
for the franchise. For the league.
It's great for the
league. Is a business. The franchise is.
It makes no sense for people watching to be like, yo, the league does not benefit from two small market teams playing in the championship, so no one should watch so we can prove that point.
No, it's not. You shouldn't watch. You're not going to watch. It's been shown. The fuck are you talking about?
We are going to see who watches. We've
been seeing it for the last 24 fucking years, man.
So based on TV market size, this finals would be between the two smallest markets combined of all time. I think 2007 Spurs, Cavs, second, 1990 Blazers, Pistons, and then 2005 Spurs versus Pistons.
So how many years has this been where has happened? 3, 4?
Reading too far into
small
it,
market.
man.
No, you're not
Two
reading
good
far
teams.
enough in it. So how many?
Two good teams playing.
How many times has this happened?
Shit, Lakers got how many?
So you're talking about the history of the basketball. How many times have two small markets made it? They usually try to get a big market in it. I'm sorry. Are you acting like this is my fucking idea?
No, because we are supportive of whoever.
Like, I mean, it's like acting like I'm making this shit up just because I did the research to see like how often has this happened.
Is it like that because don't the Lakers got so many championships?
No, man. It's just small market teams got to be good enough to get there. You got to be good enough. The teams that's won the championships in small markets got there because they were good teams.
Yes, they
not
got there
because they were in big markets.
But are we prone to seeing big market teams in the finals because
when they're good,
all they do is win. Like
when
the
they're
Lakers got
good.
18
So we talked about the teams. Let's talk about.
We've seen them at least. I've seen them at least 10 times in the championship.
So
that's what I'm saying.
See who?
The Lakers. Since I didn't really watch Magic in them that era, but from the Kobe's, I've seen at least 6 championships.
What's the point?
Boston, I've seen. They won 3.
What's your
4.
point? What's the point?
I'm saying from watching basketball, I've seen the big markets, and that's why are we prone to seeing that because that's all it's been. Big markets in the championship.
Hey, can I ask a question? This is just hypothetical.
This is your show.
That's all we want to see. 'Cause that's all we've been prone to see.
Milwaukee and Denver.
I didn't watch.
Hey, can anybody go to Bucks and find out what their ticket prices are before the championship and then ask what the price is after the championship? They see how much their ticket prices actually went up in value. And same thing that, with OKC. Because, I'm sorry, the market itself is the economy that it's in, not the team. So there's only so much that the team itself can raise the price, and there's only so many ads that the NBA can add on a market itself, right? So when the NBA is trying to sell NBA ads to these corporations, there's the market itself. The market has to benefit. I mean, God damn it, they just decided to take the All-Star fucking game out of these small markets. Why?
It's the NBA
Why?
Finals, bro. You're going to be able to sell any ad spot to anybody for the NBA Finals.
Why haven't then?
What are you talking about, bro?
It's
like the Super Bowl.
You're talking what ifs. You
It's
don't
the
talking
Super Bowl.
reality. Reality, we have it. The last 50 years, how many times has this happened? Two small markets?
I think it's like 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
When has the
So it's a
NBA
rare
not been
thing?
able to
So it's a
sell
rare-
the NBA Finals?
So it's a rare thing. So 45 other fucking championships, there's been a big market team in it. So obviously they've been fucking finished. Obviously, if it's only 4 times, you can see why they're fucking paranoid. Why are they paranoid? Why are they asking these fucking questions? Because their ratings is going down. They can't sell ads as a company.
And we've had some of our best shows. I just want to point that out.
But you remember 2 weeks ago when the Knicks was in there and the Knicks was talking, 27,000 people in the chat. 27,000. Knicks gone, motherfucking 1917. And this is a motherfucking NBA playoffs.
They may just be busy.
This is a championship.
So is the NBA in a bad place because these two teams are?
No, I don't think nothing is.
None of this is a bad place.
But
It just happened that when the Knicks was and the Bostons was playing 27,000, 30,000 in the chat. We get to the fucking big game. 17,000 motherfuckers sitting there laughing, TV's going down.
Gil, this Thursday, they make
Why
you
we
work
going?
it
Where
down.
the sponsors at? BMF is like, hey.
BMF
Shit, I know
came
y'all
and took over the
struggling around there. We can throw some of these ads in there. Everybody's like,
gonna
when
start
these
our own
BMF
label.
coming out? Yeah, because the other sponsors like, yeah, we good.
We're gonna start our own label, Gil. All right, but let's
So
keep
you
this
talking
thing.
about our chat?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why.
Yeah, it's
Just a sample size.
everybody across the board. Hey, ESPN, anybody
Damn.
we look at who talk basketball. Shit, I started talking Mets and the Dodgers yesterday. Let's talk about this baseball shit.
I know Black.
I don't know.
I don't know shit about baseball, but shit.
Yeah, we asked our chat though for the 19,000 strong that have come to support us today. The other may be busy. Who knows what they're doing? Will you be watching the NBA Finals? 85% of the chat, real basketball fans today, will be watching the NBA Finals.
How
Shout out to
many
our
people?
chat.
19,000.
19,000 right now.
Hey, where my New York fans at? I ain't seen a blue-orange flag in this motherfucking chat since.
That you have not. Gil, you are not welcome at Dykeman, as you already
We
know.
ain't seen no Laker fans in that bitch either.
Oh, yeah,
We
you're
ain't
right.
gonna see no Laker fans and no Knicks fans.
Yeah.
They all gonna be watching.
Yeah, Laker fans actually
Ain't nothing else to watch.
they've said that they are in the chat.
They gonna be watching.
Preparing for
Everybody gonna be
2022.
watching.
Hence, yeah.
Yeah, 300 people just left, Gil. They were disappointed by your
of
slander.
course.
Let's talk Finals MVP, though. Vegas lists SGA as a favorite to win the Finals MVP at -550, followed by Tyrese Halliburton at +700, Pascal Siakam
Damn.
18-1, and Jalen Williams at 25-1.
God damn.
Wait. Minus 550, and next closest is plus what?
700. Pascal Siakam at 18-1, and Jalen Williams 25-1.
What'd he say?
Suge, not happy. We got a Knicks fan and a Cavs fan sitting next to each other
Couldn't
right
hear
now.
you over there. I couldn't hear you.
Both down bad.
Couldn't hear you. You need a mic. I couldn't hear you. Put
The
mic
player
on.
said he was
See what
overrated.
he's saying over there?
So would you take SGA or the field? You think anybody besides SGA wins this Finals MVP? Because I got an inkling that Hartenstein can come through.
Caruso has just as good of a chance as everybody else. Let's say that. That's what Vegas is saying. That's what Vegas is saying. No, I'm just saying. I'm just going by the. I'm just going by.
Me?
You said
The black one?
Wait.
Chance? I do got
You said Siakam got what? 1 and what?
18-1.
18. Ain't motherfucking 18 players that's playing in this goddamn.
Both teams do have extensive rotations.
Goddamn, dog. They got about 16 players between the two teams.
He could be one of the 18 players in both teams' rotations.
Yeah, man, I'm not.
Knicks fans have returned to the chat. Yerk. For all of y'all. Farney.
Yeah, I mean,
Yums.
So last but not least, as a reminder,
550, they
NBA
go
Finals
minus
tips off tonight.
300 or minus 200?
Yeah. Las Vegas has spoken. But let's go around the couch. I want to get your official Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. NBA Finals predictions. Swaggy, we will start with you. Championship experience. You've been a
Black Caruso.
You were rolling with Black Caruso.
OKC in 6.
Okay. You have elected to go with Oklahoma City Thunder in 6. Let's move on to Gilbert Arenas, rocking the Oklahoma City jacket custom.
Hundo.
I just don't want it to be a sweep.
Put a hundo on
It's
it.
either a sweep or a 6.
Put a hundo on it.
Depends on how they want their money. They might need more money. You sweep their ass plus these ratings. Think about it.
You don't believe it. Put a hundo on it, Nick.
Think about it, T. 100 on what?
200.
200 on it.
Well, they got to win in 6 or they got to win? So if they win in 4,
So if they win in
4 or 5.
Win in 6.
But what if they win in 4 or 5?
You don't get the money, honey.
Oh,
you gotta predict
Let's
it
move on
right.
to
You know what? I'll do 5. I'm gonna do 5.
Swaggy is
I put the 100 on.
pick to
I put the
Oklahoma City
100
Thunder.
on. I put the 100 on.
So if they get the 6, it's me.
Yeah.
Anything
But-
over 5 is going to
Anything
sweep.
over- Yeah.
If you sweep, you lose.
You know you lose.
Huh?
You
sweep,
lose
you
and you
lose.
sweep too.
I know, but they ain't gonna let the series sweep. That's what I'm saying.
The smart bet is 4-1.
Shake on it. A shake has been.
Man, your hands is ashy, boy.
Let's move over to Gilbert Arenas. The namesake of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog.
You smart. I didn't think he's gonna catch on. Yeah.
Oh shit.
What?
Your NBA Finals prediction, please, sir.
It's already over.
Oh.
It's probably the only championship besides like 96. And whether they already got the nigga name on it and shit. I mean, Vegas. Oklahoma in 2, 3, 4. I mean, it really doesn't matter.
Oklahoma City.
2, 3. I mean, the game's over, man. It's just going out there simulating it at this point.
It is a simulation.
Right? I mean, you got the motherfucker down minus 9.5. God damn, for a game opener, that's crazy.
Let's move on to the distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff, former #1 pick Kenyon Martin.
OKC.
Kenyon, what is your NBA Finals prediction?
Pacers in 6.
Kenyon has elected to go Indiana Pacers in 6.
I knew he was gonna come around on this side of town.
They are squabbling.
No, I just.
He know
nobody
basketball,
picking.
man.
Nobody picking them. I'm just watching what I'm watching, and I know them boys, all the memos and bets and parlays and all this shit. That memo didn't get to motherfucking Indianapolis. So. That's all. So they got to go play basketball still. So I'm going with the Pacers.
Last but not least, money making Sonny, wearing the Kaylin Clark Indiana Fever jersey.
I got the fever.
You have the fever. What is your NBA Finals prediction?
Pacers in 7.
Pacers in 7.
Pacers in 7.
The couch is divided. This side
Pacers
is
in
rolling with the
7.
Thunder. This side rolling with the Indiana Pacers. Oh man, I'm excited.
Dog.
And for the record, 65% of the chat has picked the Thunder. Mr. B, who cannot be with us today, busy getting turned up on social media these past few days. He said OKC in 6 with SGA as the Finals MVP. But now let's move on to MostlyFans.
Hey, when is the game? This series should be over next week?
Presented by Underdog. Download the Underdog app. Use promo code Gil. Get up to
Hey, we come back.
They're getting personal.
We come back Monday.
Why?
We might not even. This series might be over Monday.
Start talking about the
Yeah, I seen
draft.
that.
Cooper
I've
Flag.
seen all the other ones.
Cooper Flag. The draft. Exciting draft. We have some good Cooper Flag content for you.
Y'all already got the
next
Cooper Flag ready to go. What? Oh, crazy, dog.
week. Always, Gil.
I'm getting out of the top.
We're always prepared.
Look what they talking about already. Giannis trade, what's the name trade? Y'all ready to go with the narratives.
This is Gil's Arena narrative free since 2003. Narrative free since 2003. We have a question from Underdog user for the culture.
Curling now.
So, do you think if Vince Carter and T-Mac had stayed together, they would have won a title in Toronto? If Vince Carter and T-Mac stayed together as teammates, they could have brought what would have been the Raptors' first championship. No.
Back
Takes
then,
other pieces. It's a tough era, bruh. So
was this what 97?
T-Mac would have been stuck in that role.
he went to Orlando, 2000, 2001? No. Because they had to go through Shaq and them. Tim Duncan, early Tim, no.
Oh, T-Mac and Vince.
No.
Resounding no.
If that was
Consensus?
the...
You know
didn't he
what?
have to leave?
That's actually smart because you don't really put that into the equation of who they're going up against. You'll put the roster together thinking, yeah, they would have been killing. It's like, bro, Tim Duncan, Shaq,
Boy, they had,
all them boys over there, y'all need more than that.
they had a hard time with Philly, Milwaukee out that motherfucker. Damn getting out of there.
Who's guarding them, though?
Who? They had a hard time.
But they ain't got no big.
Who guard
Just
who?
them two.
How about Glenn Robinson and motherfucking Ray Allen?
They proved that in the playoffs too.
Shit, they almost lost to one.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
He had them up 3-1.
You always
But you just
almost
needed more.
shit.
You needed more.
Like
back
the nigga with
then.
this almost won shit, bro. You
The
amazing
question
with
is
that.
almost. One day. The question is if.
The answer is no.
is a if.
The answer is no.
We answering the question
Because
that's
they couldn't
if.
get out the East, so the answer
why
is no.
he said if?
Because the answer is no. They couldn't get out the East, so no, they wouldn't win an NBA championship. No. So I'm telling you, they couldn't get out the East because
So
they had a hard time with the Milwaukee Bucks and the Philadelphia 76ers at the time. So the answer is
And
no.
my answer is yes.
No.
You can't have that answer.
No, they can't get out
Nigga.
the East.
Yeah, it's not an option.
How they gonna have a chance if they can't get out the East?
Yeah, that's what we saying. It's not an option, bro. It's proven they wasn't going nowhere. They need more. Them two ain't enough. Because I was thinking this. I said, what happens if T-Mac gets with AI in the East? What changes?
Don't know, but
nothing. Because they ain't got no big still. They still got to go up against Shaq.
They got a better chance. He got a better chance joining Chuck in Philly than staying with Vince.
They would have won 2 more games, man.
With the team Chuck had around him?
Yeah. Before we go, would you like to share any information that you've just secured as the Black Wolf?
What, the text message that he sent?
He did send a text earlier in this show.
Did you get a response to that text message, Gilbert?
2 words.
What did he say?
The last word was bro. First word, mini. Mini, bro.
Mini, bro.
What?
The phones have been
The
working.
question that we presented earlier, that he said he texted Giannis' brother and asked him if he had called any free agents. And it was a 1-word answer. And that 1 word
Did
was
it come from
mini.
Giannis? Okay.
Okay. Right. Okay, you're right.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we have to gear up for the NBA Finals. I know you do as well. The most exciting NBA Finals in 2025. Shout out to everybody in the chat for pulling up the show. Shout out to everybody on this couch. Shout out to Underdog.
Okay, I'm gonna be drunk tonight. That's the only thing you can do.
This has been another
No, I'm
episode.
not. That's only WNBA when I'm watching.
I could have been wrong.
You gotta really get drunk to You gotta really get drunk to enjoy that game.
This has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. We'll see y'all next week.
I know that nigga, man.